Your mama is so ugly, when she look out of the window, she got arrested for mourning. Your mama.
Okay. All right, don't talk about my mom again, okay?
Let me tell you something. Your mama, she's so stupid, she thinks that manual labor is the name of the president of Mexico. Your mama is so dumb, she thinks that Kidney Stones is a Rolling Stone tribute band.
Goots, I'm serious. You're starting to cross the line. Don't talk about my mother again, all right?
Your mama is so fat that when she holds ass, she got to take 3 trips.
Goots, are you serious? Okay, Gagoots. You win. You can talk about my mom anytime you want, man.
That's right, I win. That's right. That's so nice.
How?
That's so nice. Your mama is so ugly, when she look out of the window, she got arrested for mourning. Your mama.
Okay. All right, don't talk about my mom again, okay?
Let me tell you something. Your mama, she's so stupid, she thinks that manual labor is the name of the president of Mexico. Your mama is so dumb, she thinks that Kidney Stones is a Rolling Stone tribute band.
Goots, I'm serious. You're starting to cross the line. Don't talk about my mother again, all right?
Your mama is so fat that when she holds ass, she got to take 3 trips.
Gagoots, are you serious?
He got so excited to hear that you were here, and now he's too busy sleeping. Look. Oh, Allie!
What's up, guys? I was doing
How
that
are
for
you?
Good, how are you?
We literally just started. I haven't even said hi yet. So do you want to come sit? You got time? I mean, you got time. It's only Pontillo.
Wow, it's only Pontillo. What's up, guys?
Not much. What's up with you?
How you doing? Right?
Oh, you know, good.
Yeah. All right, let me just quickly say hi to everybody. We're just starting live from the Governor's Green Room. Allie Walker's here. It's crazy out there. Joe Pontillo's out there. Brian McGinnis, Joey Cola, Olga Namer, Tim Gage, Dan Wilbur. Lots of great comedians out there. It's Brian McGinnis's last show before he leaves New York for good, and we couldn't be happier.
And I'm on it. Wow.
How embarrassed are you to be doing a show with Pontillo and McGinnis?
Really
Well, I didn't know they were on it. I was like, oh, there's no flyer for the show. It's so weird. No. Joe's like, no, I swear it's not my show. Just show up, though. Just show up.
Please.
You just thought you were working for governors,
Yeah,
and then
it's
you
like,
find
oh,
out it's
great.
Yeah.
The giggle room. I like that. I'm excited. I've never done the giggle room yet. The
Oh,
new
yeah, I
giggle
still
room.
haven't
Like
either, yeah.
I've done the little, obviously, but not the giggle.
But you've seen it, like
Did
you've
the
seen
little-
it.
Of course,
since
of
it's redone.
course.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
I love it. I think they really did a nice job.
Yeah, it looks good. I like the giggle room written underneath. It looks really cool. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, the fact that they just didn't use masking tape and wrote it, that's a good thing.
It's very classy, you know.
That would have been really cool.
So how are you? Everything's good?
Things are good. Yeah, just working, and that's it. Yeah.
Oh, this is your horrible time of the year, too.
Yeah,
now,
but
isn't it?
I've been doing a lot more shows lately too, so that's
Nice.
good.
Why
I've
is
been
it
a horrible
trying.
time of the year?
Yeah, we led the
Oh, I work in landscaping in my real life.
Oh, but isn't that like the best time?
Busiest time.
Busiest
So
time,
like
yeah.
no sleep time. Like
Do you
six-
actually do the
Sallie, do
landscaping
you like to
or
work?
do you
No, I
organize
just
it?
I sell the stuff that people use to do landscaping.
Okay.
Yeah, all of it.
Are you a landscaper? Do you know how everything
Like you can
works?
explain to them how to use this stuff?
No, but I know a lot about masonry supplies, and I could talk a lot about rocks, which is, don't ask me to talk about rocks, but I could. To them, I could talk about rocks. Homeowners, though, are the worst. I've realized that, like, the human population. I had this guy, like, call me the other day, and he's just like, you sent me the wrong thing. I'm gonna dispute this to the credit card company. And I'm like, we literally I have GPS that shows that we were at your house. Like, we made the delivery. He's like, this isn't what I ordered. I'm like, just because you don't know what it is
Right.
doesn't mean it's not what you ordered, sir. Like, just because you don't know anything about rocks. I'm passionate about rocks.
Sir, you are as dumb as our products. A box of them, let's say.
Of rocks.
That's
What's
great.
new with you guys, though?
Same old thing in here, doing our
Yeah.
thing, trying to make something out of this in here.
Heck yeah.
Always.
yeah.
Always. So that's why I'm excited about Joey and Tim, two guys that are very supportive of us,
course.
and they come in here a lot.
I
So
know.
we're excited
I'm
they're here.
excited to say hi to
Allie,
Joey.
Allie Walker.
Heck yeah.
That's right.
Number
Very nice.
Allie walk in the house.
And where are you? When are you going up?
Honestly, I don't think they started the show yet.
Oh,
And
they didn't even
Pontillo
start it?
didn't tell me, so
They don't tell you
so you're
ahead of
probably
time.
next.
I'd be all nervous. I would want to know everything.
I know. I mean, sometimes yes, but then sometimes absolutely not. I don't
Right.
know. I feel like sometimes you just got to go with it.
You know what I've been doing lately is be like, could you just put me up front?
I like going up front.
Really?
When they're
Why?
like lively and ready to go,
Yeah.
ready to
Okay.
laugh.
Especially like, some of our 12 comedian specials.
Some of the longer ones, they definitely are like a little tired when
Like-
you're like second to third to last.
Well, Billy will be like, hey, you want to smoke? And I'm like, well, I don't smoke before I go up.
yeah. You're
So-
like, oh no.
If I go up early,
Yeah.
I'll totally be higher longer.
You're like, I can smoke.
Yeah.
This is logic.
I like how you say 12. Like the last time Butera was here, he said, "Yeah, always caps it at 12." Meanwhile, that night, I think there was 15.
12 to 17.
There was
it just
a-
depends on the
A couple
show.
of weeks ago, we were at Clyde's.
But I love John.
Yes. No,
And so can you
absolutely.
for
I
1995.
It's a good price. You'll find him at Jake's 58.
I mean, if you like crabs, he's available.
Speaking of crabs, what's the matter?
Are we starting?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on right now. We were no, leave that open because we're trying to
You
get
like
everybody to
to-
come in.
Oh.
Leave
Wow.
it open. You son of a. See, this is why we're happy you're leaving.
I got that on tape.
On tape, she says.
I got it on tape.
Leave it open. Do you and Allie even know each other?
No.
We just met.
Allie, Brian. Oh, okay. So she's coming in to do your show, your farewell show, and you don't even know each other.
I mean, it's not my. Joe's booking like that. Look how many people came because of that. But
Oh, is it not?
You can't see the room over here.
is 15 a lot? Is 15? It's like 15.
Yeah.
15 comics?
We can't,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
typical.
Portillo show.
So it's not your farewell show?
I mean, it's one of the last ones I'm doing.
He doesn't want to call this his farewell show.
Yeah.
Because he's coming back.
The next one's going to be the farewell show.
Yeah, and then the one after that.
The one that has like 600 people in the
Totally.
audience.
You're the
that's
share
the farewell
of,
show.
Yes.
of Long Island comedy.
The what?
The share.
The share?
This is the farewell show number 1.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cher's been on a farewell tour
Oh, I got you.
for 20-something
You thought he was talking about all your plastic, all your surgeries, yeah.
Sounds like.
It's the
I
fat.
have a brain
It's
fart.
the fat from his own ass that's been re-injected into him. So technically, it's not really like a surgery.
All right, you guys have fun out there.
I
Bye,
thought
Brian.
And we didn't start yet.
But you got time, aren't you? The headline?
When's Allie up?
No, I'm not. I don't
Yeah,
know. I think you
you
might be
know.
hosting, Joe even said. I don't even
I'm
know.
hosting.
That's what he just said. I just asked him. He goes, I think Allie.
I would love to host.
You want to host?
I
You can
love
host if you
hosting.
want.
That's fine.
These guys.
I think hosting's fun, actually.
Not me.
And you're a good host.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna
thank
tear
you.
him up.
Thank you.
You know, and let me tell you quickly,
Am I
the
ready?
last time Joe was in here, I yelled at him.
Yeah? It's on?
Yeah.
Because you asked me on the air when you came in to do this show with you
Yeah.
guys. And then next thing I know,
You know?
I see Allie Walker.
Aren't you the bottom right?
What?
The bottom, you're the bottom right?
Maybe you fucked up.
The other side right.
It's like I booked a Walker. I can't remember which one. Let's go with the good one.
No, true. Yeah.
You can do 5 minutes.
I'm working in here.
You said you were working, so you can do 5 minutes.
What?
I thought you, because you were here. I was like, yeah. Then when in
I
between.
got all my one-legged stuff that I do on my act. I don't have long pants on. I can't do it.
Oh.
Joe,
See, when you're
I
a
feel
prop
so
comic,
bad.
you gotta plan ahead.
Well, I was, but
I forgot my trunk of gags. My trunk of legs.
Shit, I forgot the bag of puppets.
could somebody call my wife and have her?
Where are my jeans? There goes 30 minutes of my 5-minute set.
Can we just switch pants?
That would be pretty fun.
For you guys, maybe.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No, we've done it before. All right, I don't know.
I don't know what we're talking about either.
Super turned on now.
I think he just wants to get in his pants.
Did we just get you a hosting gig? I think we did.
And that's another thing. Like I was just saying to you, like, what, 5 minutes ago? How do you not even know when you're going on? That would stress me out. And then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, Allie's hosting." I am.
I wasn't. I'm going to tell you. Look at this. You have the flyer.
I
Put it on the screen.
It doesn't say
Even
hosting.
Put it on the big screen. There's no host
Oh, wait,
listed,
hold on.
so-
Hold on 1 second. No, I know it's not you. I know
I-
it's
yeah.
I know it's them. I'm just saying you take it so easy.
Oh, thank you. No,
Yes,
I
she
does.
No, you're like Allie's
What?
gonna
I'm
be
just
doing
agreeing.
singing opera tonight. Okay, like
Because she's a professional and she's
If
awesome.
someone-
all right, if that's what you want.
Yeah, no, I like. Honestly, I think hosting's the fun, like the most fun. Because
It's stressful, but
It's a lot of work, yeah.
well, you.
if you don't know everybody, I think it probably is more fun.
No, it's fun. I don't know. When it's a small crowd, they are sometimes very fun and sometimes miserable, and you're like, all right, well, I'm still gonna talk about myself. So
It's a
enjoy the
good
next
crowd because
10.
it's not small or large. Like it's
No, they're
really the
just-
perfect because we did a murder mystery in
It's a
in
just
there
right crowd.
of
It's
like
a
a
just
I don't know
right.
what, a month ago, 6
April
weeks
1st
ago.
to be exact, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like the perfect amount of people. It was
Mm-hmm.
fun.
But when it is smaller,
fun.
like it is harder to get the energy up, isn't it,
Yeah.
or no? Yeah.
I mean, it depends. I think because I've had like a good 2. Like I've had a show in the city that was literally 2 people, and they
No
were the best. They
kidding.
were like an amazing, laughing 2 people, and
Really?
I've had a crowd of people that are just like, "Am I hosting?"
I guess. Would you rather do a spot?
It doesn't matter. I don't mind. I don't mind hosting.
I think somebody's gonna have to make
I
a
like
decision
those.
at some
Somebody is going to have a host.
Well,
I was
to do.
gonna host.
You were.
Oh, beautiful.
But somebody else could host if you'd rather do a
Oh
spot.
no, I'm totally down.
That's how weird
down.
this show. You're hosting. Get off this podcast.
I'm down.
Believe it or not, there's more people in there. Barely, but
We were just talking. No, you got the better walker, so there you go.
No.
oh,
Difference of
true.
opinion.
Not even
Allie,
fucking
Tony, Rich.
Ooh.
That's the top 3.
Triple Walker. Allie, Tony,
Like
Rich.
that's a-
Don't tell Rich. Hopefully he's not watching.
He probably
Yeah,
is.
no, he probably is.
He's definitely not working.
Nobody's
What happened?
He doesn't count. His real name is not Walker.
Oh, it's like Walkenheimer or something.
That's actually pretty close.
Something like
Yes, that's
yeah.
walking theme.
Walking
Yeah. So he doesn't count. So I do
So
comedy.
when are we starting?
I think in like 2 minutes.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, this has been super.
Well, have a great time.
We'll
see you around.
Enjoy,
In case you didn't hear me, he said you're getting paid more for hosting. I heard him say
that's
it.
amazing.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard you say it. Yeah.
Fine. No
Bye,
backsies.
Allie. Great
No
seeing you.
backsies.
Have fun.
Love, love, love.
Why is Brian hiding? Look at him. He's hiding over there. I see you.
Can't see him.
What's the point, Ventura? Only this?
It's going to be that kind of night. Thank you.
Yes. So what is the running order?
No idea. Joe has no idea.
Well, we know Allie's hosting.
Well, we just had who the host was. Hold on.
Oh, jeez. There it goes.
Oh my! Now he's wrecking the place. Oh my God!
Where's the chewing gum? Somebody chew some gum quick.
Sally's gonna have to fix that.
Ay, ay, ay.
They said they're waiting on 6 people. Why would you stall a show this long for 6 people?
Looks like a flight.
Who?
A flight.
A
They never wait for me, but we always seem to be fucking waiting for somebody to make their connecting flight.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I heard my name. I'll be right back. Sorry, Sam.
No, it's okay. It's fine, Brian.
That's not fine anymore.
That's perfect.
I heard my name.
Last time I saw Allie, we did a show at the Red Zone, and the owner of the place was like, wanted us all to do improv. Like, we weren't even there to do our sets. It was the weirdest.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean you weren't there to do like?
We were there to do like a whose line is it anyway style.
But you knew that going in.
No. Oh, I mean, we had heard like, oh, there's gonna be some improv. You know, you guys are gonna do your stuff and everything. Okay. We all showed up. It was like, and there was nobody. It was the owner's birthday.
Okay.
No one showed up.
You said what is this? The Red Zone?
The Red Zone. Great Wings, by the way.
Where is this?
West Babylon.
Oh,
It
okay.
used to be a strip club.
Nice.
It's right off the. It's right on the Sunrise Service Road South. I think. I can't remember the name. It's one of the common plebeian names.
So it was the owner's birthday, so he wanted an improv show.
Yeah,
And there was nobody there?
yeah, there was none of his friends, and that's we all. And then like we finished his games, and it's funny because there's probably only 3 of us who were on the show who have, and I'm gonna say like improv training, like it's necessary, but there had only
It
been.
kind of is. It's very different than like.
Well, the
normal
whose line
life.
is it anyway is what's called short form.
Okay.
Right,
improv.
yes.
Yeah.
And so it really is just pop into your head, whatever pops into your head. Like long form improv is the difficult, is the Harold. You perform a Harold, that's long form improv. So, you look at me like you know what a Harold is.
No.
Oh yeah, Sally is. No, we're speaking a foreign language.
Yes. Del Close, who's really the father of modern improv, came up with it. And they were like, you could call it anything. You could call it Harold. So it just became the Harold.
okay.
So it's a structure of a show.
Yeah.
Explain long form compared to short form.
Yeah, so well, I'll explain the Harold because that's probably the easiest. So you have like 6 people up there, 6 to 8, whatever, and you ask for suggestions from the audience, like words, and then what happens is you do a free association with the group and your team, and then what happens is somebody, you do it for like an unspecified amount of time, and then one of the people who has an idea just steps forward and starts. And then whoever thinks that they can, or has an idea themselves and is like, and they go and they start playing a game, is what it's called. And it's like, father-son is a game. There's all these relationships. But anyway, they do one scene, right? It's the first beat of the first scene. Somebody from the back line edits them. Like you're listening to the crowd and you're listening to what they're doing, and what you do is you don't edit them unless you have a fucking idea to do the next scene 2, which has to be completely different. So then that's what happens. Somebody comes up with the next person, and then it happens again for the third. After all the first 3 scenes have their first beat, there is a group game where all 6 to 8 people are involved, and that has nothing to do with anything that's come before. Stop cracking your nut. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, then you do a second beat of each scene, and there's 2 ways you can go. You can either do analogous, so if it was a father-son, might be the president and the vice president, and then there's a chronological, those same 2 characters later on. So everybody does a second beat. Then there is another game, which is all 6 to 8 people, which has, again, nothing to do with anything that came before. Then a perfect Harold ends with the people from the first scene go in, start a third beat, and then everybody comes in and fires off and ties in, calls back everything that has happened. Sometimes you do have to go to the second scene or the third scene, but if you've done something wrong if you go past the third scene.
Oh, okay. That one part I didn't know.
Well, that's more of like one of those you could, but
yeah.
The perfect one is they come out, they say, the 2 people say like maybe 2 lines, and then everybody just walks on, bringing in everything.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was really fun to listen to. Also, I'm sure everybody's awake.
You know what's good, like so different or difficult between like Brian and Joe, like being on the same show, is I'm catching them mostly at the front at the sliding glass door.
Yeah.
And so I'm either getting the neck of Brian or the top hair of Joe.
The 5 hairs that Joe has.
The 5
left
hairs
up there?
that Joe has, and the neck of Brian. And every time I get it perfect where I have the actual body and full head of the person, then the other one comes in. And then I have to like swap around the cameras.
Sallie
the
wants to
one-arm
swap.
paper hanger. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn you on. One-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. I'd like to see that sometime. That should be the next.
A one-legged cheerleader.
A one-legged cheerleader. That's hot, though. Oh, but
Well,
there's dude
unless it's a
cheerleaders,
guy,
too,
right,
aren't there? Yeah.
right.
I
Yep.
guess I'm thinking stereotypically.
Yeah.
See that? Sexist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Telling your daughters.
Super misogynistic.
So sounds like Olga's on the main stage right now. It sounds like Allie's on the Giggle Room stage, and somebody's beating up the bathroom door. Right? It sounds like.
Yeah, sometimes people can't get out of the bathroom door. I feel bad for them.
Olga Namer is hosting in the big club, and Tim Gage is featuring in the main room, and Joey Cole is headlining.
Nice.
Here in the Giggle Room, we have I don't know who's headlining. It's either Joe Pontillo or Brian McGinnis. Allie Walker is hosting. Daniel Enfield is performing. Alex Carabano, Jen Rarung, Matt Vita, Dan Wilbur, who's been in here with us, and like we mentioned, Joe Pontillo and Brian McGinnis. So it's a good night here at Governor's in Levittown. The show's just started, so get on down here and check them out.
Well, you should keep watching because breaking news. I mean, we broke the news that Allie is hosting.
Yes.
I think we even are the ones who told her.
I was going to say, we broke it to her as well. Yeah. So lots of great stuff happening here. And let me ask you, how did you do last night? You performed at the Claire Rose Playhouse. Is it still... First question I just got to ask before I say anything else. Did you meet the nun who runs the place?
No. What's the nun's
Sister
name?
Grace.
Okay, I know her from a long, long time ago.
Oh, do you?
When I lived at Hope House.
She's great.
Because Father Frank.
Oh, do you like her from like that point?
Yeah, no,
I
I
love Sister Grace.
We all of us in the house had a true affection for Sister
Because
Grace.
Tony loves her.
She is a mean, hard woman at times, but man, I love her.
We never got that.
Really?
Like Sister Grace was just awesome. She had us. We were actually rehearsing The Outsiders,
Okay.
and I was Johnny.
Nice.
Wow.
Poof, Johnny. I'm like, oh, this sucks. I wanted to be Matt Dillon.
You want to be Pony Boy?
Yeah. No, I didn't want to be Pony Boy.
Yeah, no one wants to be a pony boy.
Stay gold, Pony Boy. Stay gold. I hated that. I'd much rather be one of like the mooks. Like,
Yeah.
let's go kill those socias.
So you love Sister Grace?
Yeah. Spent a lot of time with Sister Grace. over like this 3-month period of time. Winter of 94. Winter of 94. Oh, 93 into 94. See? It matters.
It doesn't.
It
doesn't.
does.
You could
It
have
does.
said long ago, and I would have been okay with that.
I'm just worried that the two people, which is us, watching this are going to hold me to account with all of the other things they didn't watch that I was on. And they have that running timeline, much like my running timeline of Hicksville.
Yeah. I was feeling for you last week. We had a lot of Hicksville stuff going
There was
on.
like it got hardcore quick
Yeah.
there for a minute. And I'm like, oh my God,
Why?
I think I
What
just
part?
jizzed my pants. I can't remember. I commented on it though. I said,
I do.
wow, it suddenly got all Hicksville up in here. I said something like that.
Yeah, it was a couple of...
Well, yeah, we got into the. It wasn't the day we did the whole Chuck Arnold,
it
Billy
wasn't?
Joel thing. It was a different day, but I think we were talking about that a little bit there.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah, it
two.
was like the day before or the day after.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
had happened. The show before.
It
the
was
show.
so funny because, like you know, I dog walk and dog sit, right? So
Oh, I
What?
was really high, and the thing that I wanted to write was that Mr. Arnold would have told you to try to take some accounting classes
why?
because you're a horrible singer.
Oh,
It was in context to what you guys were talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Sorry.
And I am.
Go on.
But so I have a new client as of like a couple of months ago, and I went to go see her, and it was just fun. Like normally it takes a while to like warm up to someone, and she's a little
Right.
bit younger than me, probably like 15 years younger.
Are we talking about the dog or the dog owner?
dog owner?
Oh, okay.
And we're just like
Changes
banter
the
back
fucking
and
dynamic of
forth.
this.
And then all of a sudden she's like, well, yeah, well, I graduated from Hicksville High School. I'm like, oh my God. Like I don't know what it is. I know we sound like totally stupid.
Totally.
We do.
I'm just agreeing.
Yeah. Oh, was that me?
Wasn't me.
That was you dinging.
Who's annoying me?
Dinger.
Oh, Helen. She's already yelling at me.
For what? What'd you do?
What should we expect from you tomorrow? She's just they're friends of ours, but she's very efficient, and I'm kind of fly by the seat of my pants. Yay!
Brian McGinnis is back.
Mr. McGinnis.
So I guess you figured out the running order, so you know you have time now. Or
Well, I just found out I'm headlining. I didn't know I was headlining.
Oh, look at that.
You didn't
are
know?
you complaining? What do you-
Yeah, I just didn't feel like it. I planned like a tight 15 tonight. I just wanted to practice some stuff. That's all.
Just gonna do a tight 2. Now I have to.
So what? So a tight 15. So they tell you you're headlining. What does that mean? That means you have to do 20, 30.
I'll
what?
probably do 20, 25 tops if I feel like it.
All right.
This isn't like a headliner show.
You're close.
Yeah, I'm not doing 50 to 60. You know, look at that head. Look at those heads.
Hey, Brian, move a little bit towards Andy.
Oh, jeez.
Here.
Thanks, you're good.
I'll make this easier.
That's good.
Did I tell the story one time when I found out I was headlining by accident once in Florida?
No.
I went down there. I was like 3 or 4 years in, right? And I went down there to middle, and the guy down there, the headliner, Michael something, super nice guy. He was like a teacher, but like a great Florida headliner comic. You know what I mean? Like he was good. He was a super nice guy, funny. Not a national name, obviously, it wasn't gonna be. He just headlined around Florida, right? And he's like, "You were so great this weekend. I'm gonna recommend you to a lot of the clubs down here." And me, I'm like 3 or 4 years. I'm like, "This is great. This is awesome. I get to go to Florida every few weeks, you know."
Yeah.
And then I even forget the club what it was, but I remember I booked it. You know, a few months later, yeah, come on down. Michael said you were great. I was like, all right, cool. And I get there, I'm talking to the other comic who I thought was headlining. This guy Courtney something, super nice guy, very funny.
There you go, guy with the girl's name.
No, he was great. And then, so then they say, okay, Courtney, you do 25, Brian, do 45, and I had maybe 25. Right?
Oh.
Wow.
So I'm like, huh? And like, well, Michael said you're a headliner. I'm like, I'm not. I literally said, I'm not a headliner.
Yeah,
actually said that?
I would
Yeah.
imagine. No, I'd imagine you'd just be honest about
Yeah,
it.
I'm
'cause
not-
It's
I'm
not
not-
like they're not going to know.
Exactly. They knew within 5 minutes when I started panicking. And they're like, well, you're headlining tonight. We have nobody else. I was like, okay. And I thought I could stretch it a little bit. I maybe did the fastest 35 minutes ever. I'm sweating. I'm panicking. I'm turning red. I bombed so hard.
Oh, really?
And then
What do they do at that point? Like, can't they just say to the 6 people on, all right, everyone has to come up with another
Well, no, it was
5
just a
minutes."
host opener. It was a host, middle, and me.
Just a classic.
That's it. You know, it's just only New York does 75 people shows. Like,
Really?
Yeah, on a quote unquote real show. It's just an MC, the middle, and the headliner. You know, maybe someone else sometimes. And I just bombed. I ate it, and I remember I couldn't wait to get out of there. And the next night, because it was 2 nights, I think they bumped me down to just do 20. Like, just do 20. So I was like, thank you.
I tried to
How
tell
much-
you.
It's just 20 anyway.
because also I was getting paid like $175, and I was like, I had to fly down there, rent a car, all that shit. But it's again, a couple years in, this is great. And so I was like, that's not headliner money, clearly, but apparently.
Did they pay for like flights and stuff?
No.
Do you have to do that
They
yourself?
I think they probably paid for hotel, not flight or anything.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's like, I wasn't getting headliner money.
Yeah,
so
you
I
weren't
didn't
getting headliner money.
I thought I was definitely getting middle, and that's even low for middle. And kinda,
That's like host money.
Yeah. So
So, and you had how much material at that time?
if I was killing, which it would be 30,
Yeah.
maybe. But
The laugh breaks.
Yeah, right. But it's usually 20, 25. And even that was stretching because I didn't do it a lot. Because up here you can't do that much. you know?
Right.
You're like hoping for a heckler to kill some
Yeah,
time.
please. Somebody throw a shoe at me.
Does anybody not like me?
Yeah, they
I
all
was
did.
going to ask you, like, how did you try to fill that time? Did you do crowd work?
Yes, and I think I even told them I'm not supposed to be here, type of thing, like Clerks. I was like, I'm not.
Right.
I'm so sorry you guys
It
hate me.
smells like shoe polish.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry you guys hate me so much, but this is not how this was supposed to be.
But why did you bomb though? And
yeah, okay, it was good because why?
it's
Why
still the same material.
Great question.
Thanks.
Why not? I think it was just the pre-panic
Confidence.
and I
Yeah.
I knew I couldn't get to 45. I think at that point.
Yeah.
Unless I had really went back. I was a couple years in. I went and did like my first week stuff. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
Jerking off penises.
right? So it's like I think I was just already panicking, and it was just like this isn't. I couldn't recover. And I think that I don't think I got off to a good start. Within like 5 or 6 minutes, I lost him on something. And then that's when I was just like, and I started talking so fast and plowing through it.
Yeah.
And I remember looking, it was like 20 minutes, and I was done. Like in my head, I was like,
Usually that Nazi joke kills.
like, what am I gonna do here? So it was bad. Yeah.
that's
Thank God that was a
awful.
long time ago. But yeah,
They-
I'll never forget that because it was just one of those things I like.
Right.
Fuck. They messed up by just booking me as a headliner.
They did that to me here. I had a talk with James. I did the comedy class, and I went to him after, and I said, "All right, what's the next step? How do I?" And he said, "Well, he says, well, what do you got?" And I said, "Well, I think 5 to 7 solid." He goes, "All right." He goes, "That's a start." He goes, "I picture you hosting." I said, "Yeah, actually, I think that is my comfort zone." He's all right. He said, "Well, get some more. He said, get yourself to around 10." He goes, "And then we'll talk." I said, "Okay, great, thanks." And then what was it? 3 days later, we're actually in here, and Ange comes in. She goes, "James wants you to host this weekend." I was like, "Oh shit!" So it was on the patio, and Olga, who's hosting in the main room tonight, she was with me, and we're backstage at the patio, and James comes in, and he's telling Olga, "All right, Tony's going to host. He's going to open with like 10, 15, then you're going to do 20 to 30. I swear to God, I was like, in my head, I was like,
Yeah, you hear that, you immediately, like,
7.
you're happy with your jokes, but when you hear that, unless you're a real piece of shit, like, I can do that, no problem.
Oh, no,
You know what I
no,
mean?
no.
Like, I'm like, shit, I don't have that. I literally don't have it. I'm not going to.
It really makes
It's
you
hard to-
understand like how long a minute is.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I never got.
It's hard to
before.
fake. That's not an easy thing to fake.
Yeah.
Fake 45 minutes. You can't do that unless
Yeah.
you're,
Yeah.
I'm not
No.
Usually I can only fake like 2 minutes.
Chappelle or Dane Cook when they were doing their 6-hour sessions back then. Or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
So-
Like,
so you're like, all right, anybody got any questions?
yeah, seriously. I think I probably did. Like,
Anyone have any birthdays?
I really think it was probably like, and the host and the middle guy did so good that also made me feel worse.
Right.
Like he's
Yeah.
doing great, and I know I'm not
Fucking
gonna.
Courtney.
Yeah,
So, all right, so that was 3 or 4 years in. Now it's what, 15, 20 in?
it's gonna be 18
18
in November.
Shit.
Yeah,
So if that happened to you now,
Fuck it.
yeah.
if that happened to you today, you'd be able to, 45, no problem?
I mean, not no problem because I haven't done 45 in a while.
Yeah.
That's a muscle thing too. It's like you got to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could if I have my notes, of course I can go back.
So
and-
yeah, so now you would be
and-
able to go back to old jokes you haven't used
of
in a
course,
while.
and
Yeah.
the confidence. I don't mind. It wouldn't fluster me. I don't
Right.
think. I hope. Let's try it. We're about to find out.
Bring it, motherfuckers.
Yeah, right. Now that you're
Now that I'm
now that you're
apparently
closing.
headlining.
Yeah.
I am curious because I haven't seen you perform in a long
A
time.
long time.
Yeah, so I am
I got one new
curious.
joke.
Yeah, I'm worried for you
I
too.
got one new joke. Yeah, come watch the first few minutes.
Maybe I will.
It's
Maybe I will.
learn how it's done.
Laying it down.
Yeah. I'm gonna go watch Dan Wilbur.
Oh, he's up there now?
Yeah, Dan's great. Is that cool? You have more questions for me?
No, you can come back.
I'll come back.
Yeah, come back.
Calm down. I'll come back.
Yeah, we're talking about all
Fucking
night.
shit.
Come in and out as much as you want.
Here we are.
There's a softball for you.
8:06.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said come in and out as often as you want.
I have no idea what time is happening.
Jeff Bose. Oh, there you go. You asked Jeff where he is.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I told
There's
Jeff he
shows
knows
to be jumped.
he he knows it. He knows he's a part of the show anytime he wants. So
Or come here or go see Billy. He's over Coasters.
Billy's the coasters. Oh, all right. So let's get back to this. So how did it go
Last night was really great. It was
Great
fun.
little theater. I love that place.
It's my first time there. I really very quaint. Claudia, who I had tied with, is the one who kind of really runs.
Did he just say he tied her up?
No.
Oh,
I did though. Wow. But I didn't say it. Oh, that's weird. All right. But no, Claudia like runs the thing, and her husband John, who's such a sweetheart, and we both have the same shoes. I'm not wearing the shoes right now,
Oh, okay.
but we're shoe buddies sometimes at shows.
That's funny.
I'm like, shoe buddy. Great guy. The great Claudia's great too, and Pete Carney, who is not somebody I don't know if you know Pete.
I think I do, but I can't.
He moved to Florida about 4 years ago, I want to say, and I don't know if he works for Disney or if he just does like a podcast that's like Disney related.
Oh.
But he's hilarious, and it's always cool like the things that he. So he came, and I mean most of the crowd were his friends and family.
Oh yeah.
It's like, all right, let's see if we can get Pete's family to laugh.
Make it a Pete Carney roast.
Yeah, Emily Santosis. That's the first time
nice.
I've seen her on stage. She's still the vocal cords are still distressed, but
Right.
How long does it take to, like, feel better?
That I
To
don't
heal?
know.
It takes, yeah, I would imagine it takes a really, because, like, I had.
Thanks for exposing me for how I don't care.
That's
No, I'm like,
I only care because it's personal to me. 'Cause
Right,
like
right.
when I had the surgery in like November, I still feel like my vocal cords are gonna like tighten up.
Oh.
Yeah, or like clamp down. Like I feel like something bad's gonna happen.
Because you're singing.
Yeah, it's only when I'm singing.
Didn't something like that happen to the lead singer of your favorite band?
Aerosmith, he had a problem.
Three
think
Kings.
Elton's-
No, not Three
Oh,
Kings.
Spin Doctors?
Spin Doctors. Yeah.
Actually, I think that did happen.
Oh,
to
yeah,
Chris
it
Barron.
did happen to him.
Frozen vocal cord. No, I
Yeah.
remember. Sorry, that was a.
It is true. Chris
that was a
Barron, yeah.
setup. Hey.
Yeah.
I think Elton John too. I think had the.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
I think I have
Aerosmith
it.
had a problem. What's his name?
Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler,
Who
yeah.
is back in rehab right now.
Really?
I know, I'm
He's
sad
back
about
in
that.
rehab again.
He had
Drugs that
so
age.
many years of being sober. Dumbass.
Well, they said he had surgery for something, and then he got addicted to the painkillers.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he just went out one night and started drinking and drugging. He had surgery, and unfortunately,
Jesus.
just-
What type of surgery did he have?
Addicted now.
I don't know.
Addicted now.
I don't know.
Sweet heroin. Talk about things that nobody cares.
Jerry Lahane is watching.
Hey,
I bet you he wrote songs for Aerosmith.
it's possible.
Jerry? What's your experience with Aerosmith?
Had to have had one.
Oh, without a doubt.
An experience.
I bet he wrote "Sweet Emotion."
I love
"Walk
that one.
This Way." Dude looks like a lady.
Walking the Dog is a
Dude
great
looks
one.
like a
When
lady.
the band that I was in high school, we covered that.
Yeah, are we working on the reunion or what? There's one guy is MIA.
One guy's
right?
completely MIA and really probably the most well-trained and talented musician out of... Well, I shouldn't say that because the bassist is pretty fucking amazing too. But he lives in England.
Minor detail.
The drummer lives in Colorado. The other guitarist lives in Brooklyn. And I
It's
live in
not
Eastern
happening.
China. No.
Sorry.
I don't know if
Sorry
anybody...
to be the one to point that out.
Would
Not
you
happening.
Would you do it without the guy who's MIA?
No.
Oh,
No.
look at you.
Because
You're loyal.
that's like Jimmy Page. Like, honestly, it's Jimmy Page, it's Pete Townsend. Like, really a central, very important part.
Yeah, but Page, I mean, Zeppelin have done a handful of reunions.
Right.
So you could technically do it then.
If Zeppelin just did a handful of reunions.
So, right, that's what I'm saying.
You don't even rate for one. That's my belief. Yeah, it would be fun. It would be fun to get together with those guys because they were fucking great. They really were.
What was the name of the band?
Family Jewels.
Nice.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
I like it.
Of course you do, you slut.
And like the drummer was the one who actually it was completely his brainchild, and he's a fantastic musician of himself. He can play drums and bass and he's a multi-talented guy, but he had like the color scheme picked out. It was going to be green and purple.
Okay.
And remember, this is like 1989 or 1990.
Is it 89 or 90? Because it's going to make a really big difference in my life.
Hold on.
If it's 89
No,
or
it's going to
90.
take me a minute. Just bear with me.
Just don't even talk until you know exactly.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but I want you to wait for me.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, while he's looking, I will tell you, Jerry Lahane says he has no interaction with Aerosmith.
Oh. All right.
Wow, I'm shocked.
I met Steve Tyler once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he used to get his hair cut at the salon in Hingham, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, we had more famous people coming into our places.
Steve Carell, I ran into him.
Like, actually, physically?
Yeah, he was in my way, and I just tackled him.
Like,
He won't do
"Out of my
that
way, you
again.
pussy.
Well, Bob Hope was in your way. She told Bob Hope to get out of the way.
Yeah, he was.
Bob freaking Hope.
He's in my way. I'm very impatient.
What did you say? Hey, Bob, get out of the way? Isn't that
I
what you
go,
said?
yo, Bob, you're on my path. I'll never forget.
Shake a
the
leg, Bob.
sentence.
Yo, Bob, you're on my
I was
path.
riding my bike on the golf course and on the, the cement path that goes all over. And he was just walking along, and I like waited behind, like really patiently for 5 minutes. And he's kind of big, and so I'm like, I'm going to be late.
Bob Hope was
Perhaps Bob Hope, this is not the Bob Hope that you think it is.
Well, for a small little path. Yeah, and I couldn't like get around it without going on the thing. So finally I was just like,
And you were not golfing on this golf course?
no. He wasn't either. He was just walking.
Yeah, but he's like kind of known for...
Yeah, he lived in the town I lived in.
And he was known for being a diehard golfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But why, hey, Bob, you're on my path?
I don't know.
Why not, excuse me, Mr. Hope?
I don't know.
I think he's
because
earned
I
that.
was 23, and so I was just riding my bike, and then I waited long enough, and I knew it was
Wow.
him. So
You waited long
So I
enough.
just said, "Yo, Bob, you're on my path."
To the right. You
and
say
he,
something like that. Like,
Right.
to
Yeah.
the right, Bob.
Heads up.
Yeah, yo, Bob.
Bye-bye.
Bobby!
Bobby. Bobby-licious. Woo. Allie looks like she's killing it.
Well, of course.
Yes. Stone Cold Killer. But that was a fun after the improv thing where we stuffed ourselves into Fat Jay's car. Like, that was the first time I sat behind Fat Jay. Oh, my. I think we made Winchell sit between me and Allie in the back seat because he's tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's thin, yeah.
Oh, okay, well, I have to sit here. Well, I'm old and she's a lady.
Yeah. So get in the middle.
So I know it was. So you said it was mostly Carney's audience
Oh, yeah.
last night, but it was a good crowd, or
It was a good crowd. It was funny because there was this black couple that came in, and they weren't there to see anybody. They had just Googled they want to see a comedy show. They
It's
Googled
a great
it. It came up.
place. Yeah, you always get a good show there.
Well, they ended up leaving. I think I walked
Oh,
them.
I guess not for them.
I think I walked them, or the person.
What does that mean,
after
walked
me.
them?
That means they left when I.
Oh, really?
And it was me. It was something I was saying that is what got them out. It was either me or
What'd
whoever
you
came
say?
after me.
What did you
It
do to
was-
those poor African
Well,
American
'cause
people?
I have actually I have another story that's kind of like similar to this that happened that night, but I did my boomer joke that the whole OK Boomer thing and how if that boomers are now saying that calling them a boomer is like their N-word.
Oh,
So
and
it
then they
begs
just
the
got up and
question,
left.
is it pronounced boomer or booma? Like, do they only say that to each other during their rap battles? Or... And if people are not laughing, I always go, it's a hard R joke, guys.
Yeah.
It's a hard R joke. But,
And that's when they got up and left?
it was shortly thereafter. 'Cause
Oh,
that
boy.
was towards the end. And then I sang my songs, and then I got off, and I saw them get up and leave.
Wow.
So it was either right at the end of my set or
Are you coloring?
his...
I'm listening, but I'm getting this prepared for Brian when he comes back.
Nice.
I'm giving him a beer.
That was something we did last night, is we all signed, like, Butera printed out 11, however many of us were on the show, copies of the poster, and then had us all sign it.
To give to Brian?
No, it was for all of us. Like, we all signed 11 of them so that we could all have...
That's nice. That's thoughtful. He's thoughtful.
It's thoughtful?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
That's one way to look at it, I guess.
You got to take it home and frame it?
Maybe. Maybe you are.
Well, that's what Billy
Maybe
and I
he hopes it's that important to
were
you.
Look at
pantomiming,
this.
like, wiping our asses with it. And
Where am I going? I'll be getting another.
Right-
Anyway
next
you
to
want to
Andy.
go.
Yeah, right next to Andy.
Boy.
Are you done already?
Well, I gotta go back up. Hopefully Joey gets them.
What do you mean you go back
But
up?
I gotta go. I'm the MC. I gotta close the show.
You're hosting.
yeah.
We thought that
Olga
Olga was
was.
hosting.
No, I was hosting.
You hate hosting.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yes, you
I
do.
just fucked everybody's name up. I mean, Olga, I brought it up as Una. You know,
Una,
no,
like,
Noma,
Oma.
no man, Oma, Nama. I'm the worst MC in the business. I'm the worst MC
Isn't
in the
that a
business.
bone in your arm?
Yeah, I mean, it's just
say
it's
something
just
like
real.
my hearing
I
aid
walk out
stopped
and James
working.
like, what the fuck is wrong? I'm like, I have no idea, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John Cage.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's just, it's horrifying. I don't know why. My brain just doesn't
But
work
they
that
know
way.
this about you.
I know, and they still torture me.
Yeah. Well, then it's on them because
Yeah.
they know.
No, it's all right. We had fun.
You didn't.
So
fuck
Joey was like, listen, bring me up as Pete Davidson. And I did. Like, you've seen him on Saturday Night Live. You've seen him on...
You can come in, Dan.
You've seen him on... He starred in King of Staten Island and is dating that Kardashian. Give it up for Pete Davidson. And Joey Cola comes out with that big stomach and everything. It's great. You know?
Even banged Kate
stomach.
Beckinsdale.
Dan Wilbur has stopped
put
in.
your-
Hello,
put your
Dan
headphones
Wilbur.
Dan, how
there
are
you
you?
go.
Hey,
Did you go on already?
I just went on. I crushed.
Did you?
Ask anybody. You'll see them.
Hilarious.
They came back here. They wouldn't let me in the door. They were like, I just need an autograph from this guy.
They were so excited they were running out before you were done.
Yeah. They were. Yes, they were so excited. They all walked out of the club. Have you ever seen this? That they were they were laughing so hard. They were
They
like,
can't
I'm
take it
done. I've had
anymore.
enough
Yeah,
comedy.
I'm
I
out.
gotta
Stomach
go.
hurts too
And then
much. I
yeah.
have to leave.
Yeah.
Do you ever go out there and say, I opened for Patton Oswalt?
They did. I did have them intro me.
Oh, really? Yeah?
Yeah. It feels weird. But I'm opening at in Huntington at the Paramount. So that's a thing.
I
There you
never
go.
got to ask you because my brother and I saw Patton Oswalt in I'm gonna say it was 3 years ago. It was like March 3 years ago. Would you have been at the Beacon?
At the Beacon, that was me.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
then I saw you.
So that's enough that I can say it as a credit. I feel like
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think I'm out of order.
Yes, no, not at all.
I don't have
That's
any other
completely
credits. Okay. I was on Sirius XM at 4 in the morning. Okay.
That was one of the funniest things I ever heard. I was watching some of my friends were doing Gotham comedy, right?
Yeah.
And this guy went up and crushed, and he left, but he left like a Facebook page. Truson calls me and goes, this kid crushed at Gotham. And he writes, I'm on the subway, and everybody's acting like I wasn't on channel 762.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Just sitting there.
Yeah. I can't. I'll be sure to tell when I get a TV credit. I'll be sure to call you guys and tell you I'm still sad. So
Yeah.
I'll just make sure
That's
you guys
just-
know. Listen, I'm still pretty bummed.
Get his shoelaces.
Yeah.
Get his belt. Is that a 7-Eleven coffee?
That's the real deal.
That's good.
Yeah, that was one of my good jokes was 7-Eleven, going to 7-Eleven in the morning, get my hazelnut coffee. So
I do a whole
I haven't
thing
done
on,
it.
Yeah, I remember that.
on
Yeah.
the buttered
Yeah, I
rolls.
remember that. That was
Yeah.
funny. I like that.
Yeah,
We all loved
saying
it.
hazelnut. because I'd always go there and they would be out of the hazelnut. I'm sing. I come here at 10 after 7. Make sure there's hazelnut.
This isn't hard.
This prick comes in here and yells at me, make your own fucking coffee. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, sure.
This lazy American shit.
We will change our entire system of working for you.
That's right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Sounds good.
It's the way I want it. It's always about me.
Dan, I asked Allie, and I'll ask you the same question.
Sure.
Is it embarrassing when you do a show for Pontillo and McGinnis?
Yes, because we've all had sex with each other, and I don't like to bump into my exes
in front of them, and it gets very uncomfortable.
No, Brian's leaving, so I'm very happy to be here. And
right, because you're excited that he's
leaving.
Yeah, because I'm excited that he's leaving. So I've just been roasting him back there that he's not good, and he's gonna hate it down south.
I've been telling him the same thing. But he hates it anywhere, pretty much.
Yeah, that's good for him.
Where down south is he going?
He's going to Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh. Excuse me, Raleigh.
Where does he get a job with the Raleigh baseball team there?
Yeah,
semi-pro, and he's going to be throwing out
he's
T-shirts.
opening for them.
Yeah, right.
He's
throwing out T-shirts.
Kinston Indians.
Here to throw out the first joke, Brian McGinnis.
You're going to want to throw this out in general.
That's good.
That's great.
I'm just fucking up my bad Ray Romano.
No, I'm very happy to. No, I'm happy to talk wherever two or more are gathered. I will force them to listen to a new bit. So
there you go.
That's from Scripture.
Paul's letters to the Corinthians. Go forth.
And lo, the bit bombed.
But lean into said bomb unto the Lord.
What's going on?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
How do you decide when you're hosting? How do you decide what bits you're going to do?
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
And he starts giggling. Like, that's how bad it is. He just hears that he's hosting. He's like,
Yeah. He just comes up and over on everybody.
I don't know. I didn't know what I have new stuff that I'm working on, and so I try to get them on my side, and then try to do the new stuff, and then try to get them to like me after they hear my new stuff. Get it back, yeah. But I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. It's just whatever comes in my head, I'm gonna go do. You know. So.
And
but
so
they weren't. I didn't. The audience was okay. They weren't my favorite, but that's all right.
And is it different for when a guy like you is hosting? Because. Don't make a face. You're Tim Gage.
Yeah, I know.
You're a Long Island.
Who cares who's hosting?
If he's going to start talking about your penis, I'm just going to...
No, go ahead.
I'm going to have a
I think I know what you're trying to say. But
because you're one of the Long Island
bigger
names. So I don't know if it's different. Do they give you more time in the beginning? Do you take it time in between Olga and Joey? I don't know.
I'll do whatever they want me to do. That's why I'm always here. They call you want to close. Yeah, right. Do you mind emceeing? Absolutely not.
But it just seems weird to me that a guy like you would go out and do 12 minutes in the beginning, and then just.
Well, I did 20. They gave me 20.
All right, so that's what I'm saying.
They gave me 20, and
so they
Olga did
know
a
because
half,
it's
and
you,
then
right?
Joey was like, "Can you do at least 5-10 before you bring me out?" I said, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, okay, yeah. That's answers my
game.
question, because usually
just play the game.
The host is the MC is just introducing each act after they do their time in the beginning. So you are doing a little bit of time in between.
Yes.
Okay.
But like sometimes you're out there and you're like, I have no bits. What am I doing? I don't know.
That's the dream. That's the dream for a host.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you could do crowd control.
I don't do any crowd work.
Oh, you don't do any? No, you don't have to do crowd work. Yeah.
I don't say where you're from. What do you do? And a lot of places don't like that.
Okay.
But
they don't like that you don't do that?
Yeah, they want you to be like, hey, whose birthday is it?
To get them to loosen You're there to loosen them up.
Right. And I was with Dave Attell, and I'm not bragging. I know you
they put me on the fucking spot.
Okay. You
you
open
can
up
brag.
a
Please
Patton
brag.
Oswalt, but you know what I'm talking about. So I'm working with Attell here, and I emceed, and I came off. And he was like, Tim, you don't say anything to the crowd? And I said, no, Dave, I try not to. I try to just do my routine. If something comes up and I have to address it, then I'm going to address it. But I want them to focus, on what I'm doing. I'm not really whatever. So Dave's like, that's really interesting. That's great, So 35 minutes into his set, he goes, I don't want to tell Tim Gage how to do his job, but how's everybody doing tonight?
That's funny.
I had one. Yeah, I had one where I did like as my best stuff for 10 minutes, and then my friend Adam Newman got up right after, and he was like, "That's all right, I'll warm him up," and then and everybody was like, "Yeah!" And people like, I could really, it still stings. Obviously, I just brought it up, but no, yeah,
I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, I think sometimes the audience wants to just because
no, there was somebody out there tonight that wanted to be part of it. They were like, "Hey, yeah, right,"
Sure.
you know, and I'm like, I don't say shut the fuck up or anything because I've learned through the that doesn't really help.
Yeah,
right.
Because then the club owner's like, "What the fuck are you telling my customers to shut the fuck up?" I'm like, "The guy's fucking shouting things out.
Yeah.
Just handle it a different way." You know?
Well, I think there's a lot of people that have never been to a comedy show, and it either it cuts one of two ways, which is they want to be a part of it because they heard that's what you're supposed to do, or they don't know anything. So if you just go up and you just start spouting jokes, they're like, I guess this is what comedy is. So I'm just gonna laugh at this, and they don't care. So you should live your life. That's my advice as a
thanks. I really appreciate
someone who's
very helpful.
You know,
I think this
my career is going to go skyrocketing.
Things are going to change for
I
you.
know you were like I gotta hear what this guy's opinion is.
I'll take it.
As I agree with you. Okay.
It's all full of vim now.
Raring to go.
So. What's the worst you guys have ever experienced with crowd, like a heckler or anything?
That they're not there.
Yeah.
I mean, I produce my own weekly show. When Omicron hit, and
I bombed.
the audience
died
died
horrifically, and still when I do it now, like before COVID, I bombed really bad up at what the hell was that place up in I don't know what the hell Pelham. What the hell was the name of that club? But I was on the stage.
The Pelham train.
Yeah, no, Rockwell's it was called the
sports
sports bar, and I'm up there and I'm not getting any laughs at all, and I'm like in my head I'm like I'm done. I'm this is it. This is my goodbye. I'm never getting on the fucking stage again. You know, I'm serious. I was getting nothing, and I'm trying different things, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And I do my time. I get off, and thank God the guy's son came to pay me, and I'm like, "You're gonna give me money for that?" And thank God he had a sense of humor. He goes, "That was the funniest shit I ever saw in my life."
Oh, wow.
Good.
He goes, "How the hell they were not laughing?"
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I have
so you get
You're
stuff
like, you
that.
just saved me.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I told them like that first open mic that they had here. After when everything had shut down,
Right,
and then they opened up the patio. You were the first one that got up.
Well, they probably will. No one else wanted to.
Well, I thought you said a great thing where because you went up and you were like, "All right, let's just get this out of the way. We're all gonna fucking suck."
Yeah. So don't timing wasn't right. We didn't know. You know, it's just,
And I was like, it was funny because it was like I feel like a weight was
Yes.
lifted when you said that. Being like, "Oh yeah, we are
now
gonna
the pressure's off us. We're not gonna try. We're gonna try. You know.
fucking plane started landing when I was up there.
I know. I had fireworks go off outside. And,
I had one at a Brooklyn Bowl. I hosted this big
Nice
event.
place.
Really great place.
Yeah, I love that place.
And if it's the right setting, it can be a very good show
Oh,
to do.
I can
It's
imagine,
massive. All these people were there to see bands, and I was hosting, and they were like, "Please do material." And I went up and I did my set, and all I could hear was bowling pins, like just constant sound of bowling pins.
Yeah.
And I just got off stage, flop sweat and whatever, and everyone was like, "That was great." And I was like, I didn't hear anything. I think they were all just smiling, and like there was no way to like get them.
Yeah, it's like you
going.
hear the blender going at the club.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
you're
all I
like,
could
oh,
hear.
Shit.
It is it's a great place, but it is weird because you got the bowling alley like almost right next to the stage.
Yeah.
It is
so
right
it's
next to the
strange.
stage.
It's
Yeah,
great.
so-
It's great for music.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
perfect for music.
Yeah,
just
it's
drunk
perfect,
people
but
bowling.
The first time that we went there, I would, like, you know the name of the place, but then still you walk in, you're like,
We just
It's
assumed
really
they would
a
shut it
bowling
down
alley?
or something
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the
so
band
we
started.
bowled
No.
for a while. It was crazy.
Yeah, you
I
bowl
love
and
it.
it costs $600
What
per
band were you opening up for?
per shoe.
Friend of yours?
No, this was like some. It was it was some event. Some like I was
have a couple
fucking
bands?
20. Yeah,
Okay,
it was,
great,
It was
yeah.
terrible. I
But yeah,
shouldn't-
but
I
you
was
learned,
too young.
right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
too young to do it, and it was some benefit concert where like 4 or 5 bands, and by the end of it, they were like, "Could you just bring the next band up? Like, don't say anything." And I was
hilarious.
like,
I'm
"Yes,
sorry, but that
I
is-
got it. I got what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, and I'll do that."
Awful. Sorry.
I was out of material, so it was good.
Yeah, no,
I
I've
said
had that happen
Yeah.
to me. You're just like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
We've been doing shows at this glass place in
Glasslands?
Holtzville.
Oh, never mind.
It's
That's
glass
closing.
blowing and
Oh.
Like it's funny because they have a sign on the door that says glass blowing class is here today, and I've told the same joke every time I've done a show there, which is, boy, I hope blowing glass is like blowing dudes, because then I'll be really good at it.
There you go.
I'm on a run with it, but that's a
Hey,
weird.
my dad.
Does look like your dad. You're right.
Is the background because the door opened, or is it?
Oh yeah, she turned on the mic that's right next to you.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, what the fuck is going on in my head
Yeah,
here?
sorry.
But it's a weed show.
It picks up because
Oh, really?
So they're all fucking stoned.
Right.
Ooh.
And so
How are you going to judge material on that?
exactly,
Right.
it's a weird room to do. Like it's
Unless you're stoned and like, hey, yeah, you know.
usually whoever is stoned and up there is killing.
Nice.
I got Brian's nostrils on
you
that
know,
one.
That's quite the shot there. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we put
You
a
hear
microphone
Joey?
at the door because we've had people come in and then they talk, and when you watch the show back, all you hear is so.
Yeah, that
Gotcha.
mic picks up.
So it's you hear a lot of the background noise, but at least you could hear the people saying something at the
Can
door.
you hear Joey Cola right now?
No,
I can hear
Interesting.
that. Yeah.
unless he's doing the cat bit.
Yeah.
That mic doesn't have to be on. We'll still pick him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when you listen
I should have stayed there and listened to his Verizon shit, you know. 'Cause he was at the Verizon store for 2.5
Yes.
hours, and you know he was just bitching the whole time in the green room, and it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
And that's probably his best openings when he's miserable.
He's miserable.
And just fucking
Sure.
And he does.
I mean, one of the best opening lines I ever. He was at his house. He came home. He comes home and it was a Thursday night. And he comes in. And he's like, just Joe, you want to go up? Yeah, I'm just pissed. And his opening line was, "Self-cleaning ovens are bullshit." It was the funniest thing I ever. And hell opens up the guy. They just smoked the house. My guy's like, "No, it does. Just put it on. It fucking smokes the house. Clean the goddamn fucking oven."
It is amazing. He's got the ability to take stuff like that and then. I mean, I think that's why everybody loves him, because he just goes out there and it's like somebody's just having a conversation with
real.
you.
Yeah.
And it's so identifiable and so comfortable and so real, and it's just one of the things.
I
that
was at
amazes me about
Chuckles
him.
with him like 30 years
Yeah,
ago.
sure.
And he came off a cruise ship. He was doing cruise ships. And he was just like, "I'm not doing fucking cruise ships again, man. They're fucking horrible, man. They suck. I'm seeing sunsets by myself. Shouldn't be doing this." He's like, and everybody's going, "Oh, the food. It's all fucking cheese, man. It's all fucking cheese." Crying. Just crying. Just listen to him.
It's all cheese.
You know what I'm sitting there? He's right. He's right. It's just cheese plastic.
But there's good money in cruise ships, isn't it?
On some, yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's what I've
you know,
heard,
like
yeah.
I don't know what the.
It's a
I just hear
lifestyle.
horror stories. You have to have a thing for it. You got to sit by yourselves and all that other crap. It's not like some want you to mingle with the guests and all that stuff.
Sure.
But a lot of them say no, stay down in whatever in
Yeah.
the quarters. Stay down there and only come up when you have. You don't get to eat from the buffet up there. You got to eat with the
Right.
shit people are eating.
The steerage
leftovers,
yeah.
You know, never
can't-
really appealed to me.
Yeah, I can't imagine the impractical jokers feeling, soothed by their own crews. You know what I mean? Like they
Right,
do the
yeah.
cruise where like everyone knows who they are, and they go out and they talk to everybody. And I just can't imagine them coming. They come back from the cruise and they're like, "I need to go on another cruise, like one where I'm not famous on it." You know what I
No.
mean?
Yeah.
That just sounds terrifying to me. To just be on every time you open your door, there's just another
Oh yeah,
family
forget about it.
that we're like, we came to see
24/7,
you
yeah.
specifically,
Right.
and you're stuck on the boat. I would go insane. Versus what I think what you're describing, which is nobody cares who you are, and
Right.
you
Yeah.
just-
Well, I
you
mean,
try
like,
to
I've
hide
had-
by the buffet.
I've had
and-
friends that are like, you can't win no matter what you do. He went up and he did. They have like an opening night thing. I don't know if you ever heard of this stuff. They talk about the ship for like 4 hours, and they have all these people. Then they talk about, now we're going to have the wine guy come out
Right.
and tell us the wines that are on this ship. And the guy comes out. We have imported wines. We got this, and they're like, to the comic, you're going up last. You can
go,
do 40
yeah.
minutes. Clean material, and
Yeah.
But by that time, these people are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right.
So he's like pulling teeth. He gets off, and the ship cruise director, entertainment director, was like, I didn't hear one joke. And he goes, well, I
Joke
don't
joke.
have jokes, you know. And he goes, no, you better have jokes tomorrow. You're off the ship. And he goes, I'll, whatever. So he's
got a new hour about the wine and the cheese. He's got on the engine.
So he goes up.
Tape it.
He does a joke, and then he goes into his routine, and the audience is going crazy at the club and all this other stuff. And the cruise director was there, and he got off, and he said, "You're off the ship tomorrow. Take off. Da, 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 da.
Wow.
You didn't do what I told you to do." And I'm
You've
like,
been banished.
Yes, you've
You
been
walked the
banished from
plank.
Norwegian. That's how I brought him up. I was
takes out a scythe,
exactly. Yes.
or whatever, a scabbard.
But that's how I brought him up the next day. I was like, this guy was just fired off Norwegian Cruise Line.
I love that. Yes, the most.
That's why people don't like me MC.
Yeah.
Were they like, we don't want you to do this anymore.
Hilarious.
You're done. We're taking the jerky.
I'm gonna go watch Brian. I didn't know how to dismount.
That's
I
a
just want to
perfect
go watch
dismount.
Brian.
Yeah.
I just want to go watch Brian. And,
like
and
it.
thank you so
Do you
much.
owe him
for-
money?
Yes.
It's something.
I owe emotional karma.
Attachment.
I need to go and just laugh.
I'm
at his
sensing some
jokes.
sort of dark sexual thing.
Just one last time, I gotta just laugh.
That's right.
At his setups or whatever, you know.
Did you see my set? Did you see my set?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, you killed.
I saw your set. You were talking about the cruise line, right? I'm just confused. Wasn't that you? I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was good hanging though. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Dan,
Thanks
for
for
hanging
Danny,
out.
Thank you.
We'll get you back on during the week again.
I'll come back. Cool. In 5 minutes, if you want.
There you go.
Thanks.
Bring the Brian with it.
We're into that sort of thing.
Interesting gentleman.
Dan Wilbur. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing with these guys. They're bringing, it's not the usual crowd here, tonight. It's a lot of people that we don't know.
Yes. So, I like that sometimes. I don't like the same people all the time, but then but it keeps me writing. Like when I'm at the brokerage and you see that couple that always come there and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
boy, all right.
I know.
And
Then
I go,
you-
all right,
yeah.
I got to go to my notes and see what the hell I got.
Mhm.
I can't just,
Keep
Right.
doing the same one.
Right.
That's
So it
exactly
keeps
what
me
happened
honest.
back in August when you and I were both at McGuire's 2 weekends in a row. In fact, Joey was there the second week, and there was that old couple right in the
Yeah,
front.
right, yeah,
the
they just
same
sit
the
there
same
all the
people.
time.
I was like, that kind of threw me for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
shit! Like I felt bad. 'cause I didn't have anything different.
Same thing. How you doing?
Good.
Jen Waring just got off stage.
Oh, very nice. And you're about to go up?
Theoretically.
3 more. 2 more.
Oh,
Like 8 more. The show's 40
Dan
hours
was full
long.
of shit. Dan was full of shit.
I guess so. Dane just wanted to get out of here.
Yeah, he was like,
Oh, come on, I'm the new headliner.
You're the headliner.
I didn't know.
It's just 18 more people before
Did
we
he
get
go
to
to?
you.
Did he
can
go
leave
to
that open.
Did he go to Chris Roach's School of Comedy?
Yeah, probably. Yes. Yes. So, Jen, we're rung?
You could just say wearing.
Wearing.
Yeah, it's just spelled super German.
There we go.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's one time I flew Lufthansa. And
Lufthansa,
and the stewardess lady, are we allowed to say stewardess still? Whatever. The lady steward literally was like, "Verhung," and it scared the shit out of me. But I guess that's how you would really say it. But
Yeah, that was kind of violent.
right, it really wasn't. She was just giving me a muffin, so calm down. Like, what's your fucking problem? Can we swear? I don't know what's happening.
You can say whatever you want.
Thank you.
I was in West Hollywood. I'm not bragging, but some girl was having an anxiety attack, and her boyfriend, who had tattoos on his face, was German, and he was going, "Breathe, breathe," and I was like,
No,
"Oh shit!"
yeah.
She was fighting the hell out of me, pal.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not even, going.
That's why
having an
she's
anxiety
having an
attack, and
attack,
she's
yeah.
fucking.
She was breathing and shitting her pants is what was happening. Because that's how that would
Absolutely.
end.
Did get her breathing.
Yes.
Did get her breathing.
Yes, thank God. Yeah.
You feel breathe now.
Right now. It's
Why
what's
are you
happening.
not breathing?
Yeah, no, it's a scary spelling, but we
Okay.
just as a family say wearing.
So,
I don't know that anybody made that up. I don't know if we have permission. We just did it.
Stewards or stewardesses, doesn't matter what. It seems like any European steward or stewardess I've ever run into has been obnoxious.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I won her over because I used to be a nanny for super rich people, and so I stole some of their miles. I can say that. Now, it doesn't
all right.
matter.
So
statute of
thought you had a little power then.
Yeah, I got to fly in business because I mean, their miles were like garbage to them. Do you know what I mean? They were like, you want some of our points? We don't even know what you're talking about. Take whatever you want.
Scrape them at the bottom of our shoes.
Yes, you go. You use whatever you need, little person. And so I was in business class, but then after we got over the big scare, and then I wanted all of I was very excited for all the like perks. So you get drinks every hour. So all the rest of the business fellas just went to sleep, and I was all like, "What? Another muffin? Yes, please." And so then we were friends, but she's still scary to talk to, but
hilarious.
Friend scary.
What else did you? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I flew Ryanair once, and
they give drinks and clothes,
and they're really angry. I was like, because we'd flown Virgin Atlantic there, and they were all like these.
They're usually pretty nice, yeah.
Like, oh, would you like another? Yeah, please. Well, this was an Irish stewardess, and I was like, "Hi, can I just get another little packet of sugar for my tea?"
She was like, "No."
And so she gives me the whole thing, which is like in a bag. It's a scone and like a napkin and everything. And I'm like, "Well, I just, I don't want to waste the scone.
Right?
Just eat the scone."
Oh wow, she was like, "Fatten up, buddy."
I'm so happy my wife
Sounds
was
like my
awake.
aunt was on that flight.
That's what I'm saying. Like I felt oddly comfortable. I was like with my Irish family.
French steward, much the same. With same nanny, rich people, we flew. It was like at the school that one of the kids went to. I don't know where y'all went to elementary school and stuff, high school, but like
not where we say y'all.
Right. So they got 3 weeks off in the spring to do whatever they wanted.
Right.
As long as there was something at the end of that was quantifiably gradable, right? So what she wanted to do was go to Paris for 3 weeks and take pictures. So literally we turned in a photo album at the end of this experience. It was like, what did I get on it? Because I did it, let's be honest. I got an A, but that's not the point. But so we get to go to France, and it's all first class. We're staying like a 5-star, we're like, whatever, it's amazing. So we go to fly home, and of course, I couldn't have looked worse. I was in like sweatpants. Like I hadn't even brushed my hair. We were late getting to the airport. I was like, whatever, I'm in first class. I can do whatever I want. And the French like check-in lady was literally like, "This is not your line, ma'am." Like was trying to like
stay in your station.
Totally. She was like poo-pooing me out, and I was all like, "First class, bitch," and she was like, "Ooh." Like she didn't even want to let me on the plane.
I am not going to do this anymore.
She was like, "You are clearly the nanny," and I was like, "I am." So get out of the way. Yeah, it was really. I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm too fat to even pretend to be in your leg, lady. So calm down."
Well, you mentioned stealing the points from the rich people. What else did you steal from them?
Oh my God, everything. I actually had a friend who asked if I could steal their tax returns because he wanted to see them. To
my God.
And I was like, I feel like there's a tiny line.
Yeah,
like it's like toilet paper, miles, fine. But
This
like
isn't Mission Impossible.
Right, but I'm not going to get you their W-2s to see where all their shit's hidden.
destroy in 30 seconds.
We're gonna take them down.
The dad once was cleaning out his closet, literally not like an Eminem song, and like he came out, like he just kept coming into the toy room where I was with the kids. It was Upper East Side apartment, had like 22 rooms, whatever. But we kept coming into the like toy room with like varying things he found in his closet that he forgot about. Including like a $3,000 leather jacket that he had bought, but just pretty much a plane. He had one of the kids, and like a new camera, like all these things he just kept coming out with. And he was like, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Yes, I do."
Yep.
Yes, I returned all of them. I was like, "Hello,
Stop
rent just got
asking,
paid.
just hand it to me."
Just I'll take them all. What is that? A new suit? Yeah, no, it'll fit me. I won't take that too. Thanks
eBay,
so much.
baby, eBay.
Totally sold it all. It's all mine. So that's technically stealing with permission.
There you
Whatever.
go. Right.
Yeah.
So you're not nannying?
Sure.
You're not doing that anymore?
No.
COVID messed you up, right?
I moved to HR. Well, and also the kids turned like 20.
Is
so
it
was
nannying
like,
HR?
Like it's something. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. When the kids turned 20, it started to look weird. Do you know what I mean? It was like, "You're really the dad's nanny now, aren't you?" And I was like, kind of.
I'm gonna have to go because I don't know if Joey's getting off soon or not.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeehaw.
no, he's an important fella.
No.
Well, I have to tell everybody to have a good night.
Tell them about the tickets. The tickets.
Hand the tickets.
Thank you, Tim.
Later, no problem.
Tell the kids in the giggle room too, because they gotta go home by 8. They're like 9. These bunnies.
How were they in there?
They're good. It's a very strange mix of crowds.
Oh,
like,
really?
Right? Like there's like some couples that look like they're like normal aged people. No offense. And then there's like children.
What is that?
What's
What is
normal
that?
age?
Like 30s, 40s. Like and then there's like some
Not
like
50s.
there's like some babies
50s.
in the like front row that look like I literally was like, "Hey kids, my abortion's older than you guys, but like if you want to laugh." That's cool.
The last one.
Right? Like, yeah, totally. I was like, are you actually allowed to drink that, dear?
Right.
And because she's got a martini glass, but I'm pretty sure it's juice. So bless her little cotton socks. I asked if anyone did anything important during the COVIDs, and the one kid said, yeah, we went to an award show. And I wanted to be like, high school junior awards. Did you get most dramatic? Well done. Like, I don't know. Like, what award show did these babies go to? I don't know.
An award show.
Yeah, daycare awards.
So fucking weird.
Too old. Too old
The
for these
Dodgeball
children.
Awards.
Dodgeball awards. I would have lost those, but yeah, no, totally.
They haven't given those out since
But
the
they're
80s.
not, like they all want to like they're great. It's just it's a weird mix.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. They certainly did not all arrive on the bus together. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Probably like Brian's like niece and nephew. Or
it
something.
might be Brian's.
Yeah.
Did Brian share? We went to Totally Tubular or whatever it's called in the strip mall right before the show. We met for hot dogs.
Totally. What
It's
is that?
called, it's a real place. It's totally
Tubular.
Tubular. Is that its full name? Lovely. The lady gave us a full spiel about life and times, and she told us about the peanut oil they cooked in, and she said we were both very nice and friendly and funny. She said she was going to stop by, but I didn't see her, so she's also a liar. But yeah, she.
Well, you can't really trust anything in a
can't.
hot dog place.
Well, and she said the sandwiches were square, and then she gave us a whole spiel about how square bread tastes better, and I was like, "Isn't it just a shape?" But we wanted to talk to her, so we were like, "Yeah, no, square better." And then they weren't even really squares, you guys.
Where is this place?
It's right there. It's by the
it's back here in the-
Wingstop and the IHOP and the
Oh, it's right
wherever
over
that
there.
is, yeah.
Oh, jeez, I've never even noticed this place.
Yeah, I know.
It is neon green and pink, so when you go in, you will need
okay.
to wash your eyeballs. There's a step and repeat. I don't know who they think is going there. It's so great.
So Brian's a big spender, huh? He really took you to a fancy place to show his appreciation.
Tell his wife. He was
Wow.
like, "Thanks for coming out. Let me get you a nice hot dog." There is a lobster tube, which is a hot dog we assume with lobster on it.
Ooh.
We didn't get that. Little high flying. Just went with the grilled cheese, which wasn't a square.
I
but
just didn't
whatever.
feel like eating with my pinky.
You know
out.
what I'm saying? It felt too much. Do you also have tea?
So now I know you've done some. You have. I don't. Did you grow up in Syracuse or you lived there? Or?
I did. I'm from just outside of Syracuse. Very much
Where?
smaller town. The town is called Brewerton. It's just about 25, 30 minutes north.
I lived like 20 minutes outside of Syracuse. I can't think of the name.
So
In
what
which
kind?
direction?
What part of Canada is this?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I was born in Buffalo, so like the whole town is it's all just basically Canada South. Yeah. So
Where are the Beatles from?
Toronto.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
And Liverpool, actually,
Yeah.
we played them in high school.
Yeah.
We usually lost.
I lived in
so good for you.
Liverpool for like a year. It was so
Shitty.
Whenever they went into
it was
help.
really shitty and really cold, and I couldn't believe how shitty and cold.
It is amazing because it's like 6 hours
How long
north.
have you lived there?
I mean, that's where I grew up. So it's
Yeah.
like 6 hours north, but might as well
Sorry,
be like
we called it shitty.
it's like 90 years back in time. It's terrifying.
It's one of those things that like you think to yourself, like maybe they don't know.
They don't.
Like maybe they just don't know that you can live in a
Anywhere
different
else.
type of place.
I went to Syracuse. When was that? Like 5 or 6 years ago. We went to Syracuse. I
What-
was like,
what time of
the
year?
hell is this?
What season?
One of the things.
Because
Yeah,
winter
it's
is
really
only
big
like
deal.
like summer's only like a month. Everything else
It's
is
like
winter. So
6
when did you go?
Yeah.
we
What
went in
month?
July.
So you got the one
Oh,
summer
yeah.
month. Well done.
No,
But
there's
I
no
was
big
still like,
deal.
Road
what
work.
the hell is this?
Road work in winter.
Yeah.
But it's all muddy and
No,
So
it's
I'm
not
glad
nice.
you're here.
Yeah, no, my dad's still waiting for that Mexican to steal his job. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's
Right.
that's how far back in time we're going there. And I'm like, Dad, they don't live here.
I
A.
remember.
2, you own your
I
own
remember
company.
I
Calm
moved there
down.
in October, and I didn't know whether it could be like that. And I went to SUNY Albany, so it's not that. And
No.
so I thought
It's
know,
far enough though, because you're out of the
Yeah,
the lake
I
effect.
didn't think anything could be worse than Albany.
No,
so,
and it is.
So I moved there in October, and hang with me. It rained, and I'm not shitting you. It rained every day until the first snowfall, and then it snowed 73 days straight in a row.
Right, the first snowfall was probably like October 15th.
It was unreal.
73 days.
73 days
Do you,
in a row and
your
snowed.
father's still up there. Do you still live up there too?
No, I live in Queens.
Oh,
It's,
nice.
yeah,
it's
way
so
better.
cold
We're happy
that
to
Welcome to where I grew up.
you know, like on like, because they don't understand being on Long Island. Like
No.
when you go to get the mail, you could run out really quick to the end of your lawn and grab the mail and run back. And in Syracuse, if you don't properly dress, you don't come back. And
Right.
I'm not exaggerating,
No,
right?
no.
Like people don't understand like negative 20 wind chill.
Legitimately,
Chill.
only
Well, I know
time
negative 70.
the only time my parents
have?
were
Oh yeah,
shifted.
Minot was. Trust me, it's colder. In
Where
North
were
Dakota.
North Dakota?
Why not North Dakota? Was there
The
for 3
only
cheap
time my
winters.
parents were remotely like, "Whoa, cold," is I lived in London for a short time, and it happened to be the coldest winter on record in London that I was there.
wow.
I think they did it for me, and so
Yeah, they can't let you be happy at all.
no, ever.
Yeah.
It's just dark and dry. I mean, don't marry a British man. One, the divorce is expensive, but two,
I don't like dudes.
well, there's that too. That was my first mistake. No, but my parents came to visit me there, and the only difference is it was not as cold as it ever is in Syracuse in October, but it's that damp cold
Yes,
that old people talk about, right?
Yes.
So my parents were like, "No snow. What did you turn into a wussy in the 6 months you've been here?" And I was
Right.
like, "I'm telling you guys, wait for it." And walking around, they were like,
Like
Yep.
it hurts.
"God," because it it gets in the bones.
My first wife was from Saskatchewan.
Oh, that's got to be similar.
And I said to her, we were coming home for Christmas 95.
96?
Maybe it was 94.
Or was it 94?
No, it was
'Cause
definitely 95.
Please don't start talking until I know officially
The exact
which year
date.
it was. I'll sit there and I'll wait for them. They're like, no. Me, I'm like, I don't care.
No one cares, yeah.
Just talk.
Everything was just the other day, if you're a comedian.
Right.
Like, I
Well,
was
I'm
in
like-
high school just
True,
the other day.
true.
That winter we came home just the
Yeah.
other day.
She's not a
They're-
comedian. There's
they're
nothing
not
funny
like
going
that.
on here. Just
They
wait.
have to tell you exactly.
Exact date.
And I'm like, I'm okay with long ago.
Right, yeah, no, that's fine.
Right?
Long time
Yeah.
ago. You could sing it. Be
Yeah.
fun.
Long ago.
Right.
But she also doesn't like long guitar solos either. So she's
No, I'm
basically
with you
a
on
dick.
that.
I'm really
You're with her on
invested.
that?
I don't
I am
really
a
either
little
like
bit.
that either.
He
on,
loves
Freebird?
me
What the
so
fuck's wrong
much
with you?
that he'll actually clip the end of a song when he makes me a CD. Because I can't bear it. I can't
haven't done that.
stand.
I haven't done
You, yeah, you do.
No, that was the other one-legged guy.
Click it
Yeah,
up.
absolutely.
The
other one-legged
no,
dude.
it's fucking true.
Clean it up.
You remember that time you made the mixtape and
Yeah.
you stopped the
Right.
cassette just at the right time, and then you took your pencil and you turned it back,
Yeah.
so
it.
that you cut it off for her. That was so
And
nice of you.
you got the DJ voice out.
Right,
of
you
the,
got that ad.
Yeah.
You got
They
that
do
ad
that
for Bennigan's
all
off
the
of there.
time. From
In
now
between my
on.
mullet haircuts.
Cut out all the guitar riffs all the time.
such a
I can't
dick.
bear it.
It is hard to cut them out of the middle, but I do feel like
No,
as
I
long-
don't care.
A friends of mine got married and then divorced 20 minutes later. It felt like, but we still had to pay like $12 million for this wedding in fucking New Orleans. I mean, it was great, but it was still like, what am I doing with this dress? You're divorced before like I got to even
Yeah.
like pretend to wear it again at Halloween. And anyway, but they were big. And no shade to people that love these bands. I just don't understand. But like Fish Mo
Oh, I
people,
can't fucking
so they had
stand
one of the members of the family, which they all kept saying, and I was like, you guys all think this is really cute. Well done, but can we stop it? Because the rest of us would just like to hear some raw bass.
Yeah, human beings are not into this.
No, but they had a member of the family play at the reception, and the guitar solo, you would have lost your mind. It was
Yeah.
like 27 minutes long. Every time he paused, I started to clap because I thought he was done,
Yeah.
and he was not done.
I get really angry.
and I didn't know how to handle myself. I had to leave the room.
Right.
Drums don't bother me as much for some reason, but guitars, I'm like, all right, wrap it up.
It's
Like, just
it's
get
much more
over it.
masturbatory. It's like watching somebody jerk off for too long.
Yeah.
That's not hot.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Is this
Is it
really
really a
yeah,
too
is
long?
that like yeah.
Because you're like, shouldn't you be done? And then they're not. And you're like,
Yeah.
wow,
Right.
this is boring.
I guess this is kind of like that whole blowjob thing. Yeah.
Sorry, we just
But,
took a weird guitar turn. Sorry, everybody.
What I was gonna say is that
There she was in Saskatchewan.
and I said we're gonna go home. It's cold there.
And she laughed in your face.
Here, it's just in Long Island. I'm like, for Christmas, you're gonna be. She's like, I'm a prairie girl.
You're like, okay, get your bonnet, Laura.
All right,
Calm down.
cool. But we get here. We're standing outside in Queens, waiting for my dad to drive around from picking up the car, and he's like, and she's like, my hands and my feet, I just can't get them warm, and I'm like, yes, it's moisture.
Yeah, there's definitely different kinds of cold, which
Yeah.
feels like when people say dry heat. I remember as a kid being like, "Oh, you need your dry heat." Like I don't even know what that means.
You're old.
But yeah, totally. But now I'm old because now
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. The wet cold is different.
See, I have a saying, which is that the universe conspires to make hypocrites of us all.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and it won.
Yeah.
It won, but yeah, no. Growing up in Syracuse, or even just outside of it, it's like people were always like, what were you for Halloween? And you were in a winter coat. Like it
Right.
didn't matter. You were Cyndi Lauper.
Right.
You were a bunny. It didn't matter. You were wearing a coat. You know what I mean? Because it was
Right.
snowing already, so you were trick or treating in
Yeah.
a snowsuit.
Right.
Global warming's helped a little.
Yeah.
If we want to make lemonade, but like it still is. But it's also just you drive. There's still like we hate Hillary Clinton signs everywhere. Like even if you do, like, is nothing else?
Drive out here.
You haven't hated anything since. Like,
Right.
let's.
Right.
I've hated like 52,000 things since then. So if you want to like,
Right.
let's move on to
Yeah.
hating something else. Make a new sign. I don't know. So
Yeah,
it's still
I'm with
very.
you.
It feels very like time warpy.
Yeah.
Right.
Like trap
Right.
situation. So I try to go there as little as possible.
I just lived there the 1 year. Like seriously, by like the next October, I actually said I can't do it.
I couldn't wait to leave.
I couldn't do another winter. It was too much.
Yeah, I didn't even care about going to college. It just had to be far away. Like I was like, it doesn't matter what college it is. I just got to go.
Oh, and that was the other
And
thing.
Syracuse is a great college.
It's a great. I ended up going back because of a dumb boyfriend. But like, so I have a degree from Syracuse. So see, I was hypocrite real quick.
Chasing the penis.
Yeah, it's
I know
too
you
hard.
have Syracuse and England. I mean,
Yeah, I gave up, and I got a dog. But but until then, it was just a mess.
The dog doesn't. I'd seen
Where
that.
are you going next? Like Iran or something?
Oh, my dad!
My
dad would be furious.
Shittier.
Yeah.
Jesus, my
And
dad
the
would be
dog-
like, "What?"
And the dog will sit and watch you masturbate as long as you want.
Totally,
Yeah.
she doesn't care.
No.
She's a dog.
Oh, it's a
Usually
girl,
they're
too.
into
girl
that.
dog. They don't
See,
care.
I'm still kind of turned on by that.
You know what? The thing
Like
is,
girl
you got
dogs?
you got to find
Yeah,
you got to
girl,
find a way
girl.
around because you're going to do what you do, and the dog's going to be in your life.
Right,
You know,
right,
I had
right,
a
right.
foster parakeet for a while. I mean, she was just in the living room, like you're part of the plan. You know, you're tweeting, you're not. I don't know what makes you happy. She did lay 8 eggs. She laid 9 eggs during the pandemic by herself. Just 9
what?
eggs. Just popped out 9
The
eggs.
Immaculate Conception. What the- what?
Well, she did hump her disco ball a lot, so I pretended that was the dad, and then suddenly we had 9 eggs, and she sat on them for a while, and I was like, I don't want to have to explain this to you, but
That disco ball's kids can.
I had to take him out. I was like, he's going to get cigarettes and milk. He'll be back. I was like, I joined a parakeet group on Facebook. They had a lot of advice.
It was a black disco ball.
Yeah, totally. I was like, see you later, buddy. They really did. You think dog and cat people are crazy? Swear to God, go join a bird group.
Yeah.
Nut jobs. It was
I
amazing.
bet,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Wow.
Bird's dead. I still am part of the group. I'm not even.
You're scared to tell them?
It's good fun. Yeah. Well, no, they probably
I'll
would have.
send you another one.
Well, nobody's riding around with bird mom stickers on their fucking car, are they?
People fucking are. I'm sure they do. I think they do.
Oh my goodness.
Bird t-shirts.
There's too many people fucking dogs.
There was too much like
on
key
this island.
art.
Too many what?
People fucking dogs on this island and having children. Dog grandmother.
Oh, I was like,
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that. Sorry, Andy.
yeah, no,
Oh,
me
it's-
too.
I don't-
Well, I got,
it's
I got,
not a joke.
I got
I'm-
worried
Andy's
first.
disturbed by
smarter.
this.
And I have to like up my game with Andy because he's smarter, so I have to like think.
I just got
true.
I got
He makes
nervous
me
first. I was like, well, I don't really know this town, and then you
Yeah.
know, you do this weird hot dog.
Did you
lobster
say that's the
thing
next
going.
place I'm moving
I
to?
guess it's hot dog. It is.
Ooh, yeah, that would be the next one.
I had an HR job. We had an office in Hauppauge, so that's like literally I would go to the Sexy Salad if there's any Sexy Salad listeners and get coffee because it was called Sexy Coffee.
I love
I was
that
like, what
you're
is this
pronouncing.
weirdo town?
I love that you're pronouncing it correctly.
Oh, is that correct?
Hauppauge? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hauppauge, yeah.
Yeah, good
'Cause
job.
This whole time it was just a
Most
Southern
people
term.
will go Haupthaus if
Oh, that feels
because
fancy.
of the double AU thing
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
So Haupthaus sounds like they're having a stroke.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a
Haupthaus.
little sad I didn't pronounce it like that the whole time. Hello, Hauppauge office. kind of sad I
Haupthaus.
didn't go with that.
Haupthaus. Yeah. There's a street.
amazing.
There's a street called Arden Place in Port Jefferson where I grew up, and they changed the name of the restaurant a million times. One of them was the Arden Place, which to me sounds like somebody who's had a stroke trying to say garden.
Yeah.
Arden.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's go to Arden. Arden upstairs. Arden.
We had French from England visit, and you had a whole list of the Long Island names, and we made them
Say
pronounce
it.
it, and it was hilarious.
There's a bunch of YouTube videos of Long Islanders like going to schools like South Carolina,
Yeah.
and filming their friends trying to pronounce all the names here. And the Islanders do that every year. They have like
Yeah.
I'm sure.
a thing where they have these guys, and it's funny because a lot of them growing up in Canada grew up near native
Right.
places, and so they're
So-
able to actually kind of get a couple of them.
Right.
Well, because it's not just it's like the native plus Long Island,
Right.
So it's like
Hauppauge.
right. So you got a little extra. It's like Hauppauge.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, let me get my coffee in Hauppauge. It's sexy.
Well, I live in
Over at the
Setauket.
sexy salad.
Setauket.
Setauket. That's fun to
Is
say.
Setauket.
We're in
Oh,
Massapequa.
Ah, yes. And Comac being comic.
English people can't play that game because they do the same thing over there. Like when I was there as a student, I remember a friend asked some random lady who looked very nice. How to
First
get
mistake.
right?
Go
How
on.
to get? But we were like, we were college kids. We didn't know, so we asked her how to get to Leicester Square.
Oh, Leicester.
Right?
Yeah.
And 'cause that's how it's spelled. And my
Or
poor
Leicester.
friend Ted, she looked at him like he like shit in her mouth. You know what I mean? Like he looked at her, she looked at him like he was the scum of the earth.
Could have made a couple of bucks.
And her answer was literally, "The English language is a beautiful one. Too bad you Americans can't speak it."
Right.
And then she just turned around and walked away, and we were all like, "Okay, but also seriously, where is it?" Like, what? Like you knew what we meant, bitch. Like,
Right.
Actually, the way we pronounce it is in the OED.
right. It's like, so the British people can maybe calm down on huppug. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't know.
Well, I have the sexy British lady voice on my Siri.
Nice.
It's turn to Haupauge. Yeah, because that's it'll be 3 miles to Haupauge.
A few years ago, they had a guy from Italy, and when you finally got to your destination, he would sing you a song. It was the funniest
How
thing.
was it, Josie?
Oh, the fun's over.
Hey, honey bunny.
That's
You look
it.
like a divorced dad.
Yeah, you
coming
look
home
sad.
from work right now.
That's like the vibe that you just have when you produce a show.
Yeah.
Because you divorced your show mid-show. No, it's
isn't
actually
working
a
out.
great show.
It's a good show.
This would
but-
be
Like
awesome
our
if Brian is
pathetic-
done and you guys are
We
gone.
had more
Yeah,
people
we
coming,
should've had
but then
Brian open.
they heard me on your show and decided against it. Very weird.
It happens all the time.
I almost decided to stop coming here at all. After
Wow.
listening to that.
So glad I said yes, Joe. Just kidding.
That's
Just
okay.
kidding.
So I
You're,
hear there's
They're fun. They're just baby. It's like it's because that table in the front is so like.
I'm so confused by
naive,
them.
yeah.
Are they like
And then everybody else is
TikTok
normal
fans
age.
of mine I don't know about?
Perhaps that's what it is. they love all your dances, bro. You just
yeah.
didn't do enough, Joe.
The big
Just didn't
tickety
do enough.
tackety.
Because like I freak out because I'm like, have these people seen my stuff before? So I'm like, I gotta do new stuff, or they'll hate me.
I don't know how much the one
Even
girl-
like when my dad just comes to see me, I'm like, ugh, I gotta do like 9 new minutes because he's seen everything.
Is he here?
No.
I was like, unless he's a 9-year-old who went to an award show during COVID, his dad's not here.
That's right.
I'm so happy I don't have a supportive family because I would never have to do
No,
new material to everybody in my family.
parents made plans with some awful family friend that like moved to Middle Island or some nonsense, and this was
Middle
the day
Earth.
they picked. And my dad was even like, "Oh, maybe we could cancel." And my mom was like, "No."
Hey,
Power
you want to tag in?
Dan and Phil, guys, have you been on the show yet?
Hello, Dan and Phil.
Nice to meet you, Pub.
How'd it go out there for you?
It went pretty good, you know.
Yeah?
Dan, you did well. I was sitting out there.
Oh, thank you.
Was
Thank
this your
you.
Long Island debut?
I think it was, yeah. I mean,
Is that right?
Well, no, there was a fondue place in Great Neck that this nut
Oh, my
job.
God.
That is as Long Island as it gets.
Yeah. Fondue
is delicious.
place in
Peter
Great Neck.
Velios,
You got it. You got it.
very nice guy.
Very nice guy who had no cell phone at the time. This was like 2013.
That late?
Yeah, which
Yeah,
was
okay.
kind of
Hey, he
strange.
should have had one by then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But,
He seemed like he probably like punched a wall. Or something.
Yeah. But Joe Pontillo is one of my heroes, so to be out here with the legend, the living legend.
I'm glad
Weird
we could.
because I was just saying that.
Yeah,
What
well,
did I-
it's
you're the
funny.
first, so it's your Long Island debut and the first guy to ever say that.
He might be, but
No, but I
maybe it
was-
starts a trend. I don't know.
No, but I was telling him this. It's like when I get down on myself, like I need to be out there more. I'm like, this guy Pontillo, he's just a machine. I mean, I look at his site. He's just whatever this guy has.
I'm
if
doing
I could,
all the free radio spots.
if I could bottle up this guy's ambition and like drink it in the morning, I'd be a millionaire. at
You'd
this
be in
point.
con-
I don't even know what I'm
Is that
doing.
available at Jamba Juice? I feel like you know the mess.
He's
you know
describing
the
a person I've never heard of.
I meant to yell at you again.
Oh,
Again.
Nice.
Because the last time,
Yell at me.
when you were here, what was it, a week or so ago, I asked you, with the name Pontillo, why didn't you just tap into like
And I
Sebastian
did.
tap into the Italian community? Sure enough, you go and
Gabalagoob.
you go and post a video where you're like playing for an Italian community. I'm like, son of a bitch, he made this video for me.
Yeah, I did.
Son of a bitch.
So you should be honored
prick
that
bastard.
that I'm coming up with ideas on the
I was
show.
gonna say that's like an homage.
Yeah,
Is that right?
It's gonna keep
It's
me
an
coming
homage
back.
to your idea.
You know why
wonderful.
those young people are at the show? Because it looks like a video game is
It does
happening.
a little bit.
on the flyer.
So they're all upset. They thought
Where's
they were
my
playing-
controller?
Brian might have a few video game jokes.
When mommy comes to pick them up to take them home, they're going to be complaining.
That's what they were doing. They were trying to shoot us. I didn't realize. They were like, "Is this a first person? How do we get rid of this lady?" Yeah, I feel like that's what.
Are they still there? Because it's probably past their bedtime.
It's super past their bedtime.
Oh, they are partying.
We did a game show once at a library, and we had to wait for the mommies to come pick them up. We're
Wow.
like, oh my god, they can't even believe.
Also,
They're like,
you had me
"Could
at
you-
game show at a
Could you
library.
keep,
A lot
yeah.
of crazy things
Turned
happen
on, aren't ya?
at libraries on Long Island.
Libraries are good shows.
I've done a bunch of comedy shows at libraries.
Yeah.
Joe, you've been everywhere. I'm telling you, this guy is everywhere.
Some of them were great, even if they're old. They're
Yeah.
mostly older people that go to the shows.
Like if Joe blows in like 20 years, like blows up, I mean, I'm gonna be like telling my kids or my grandkids, like this guy went fucking. Can we curse on this?
Yes, you can.
This guy went. This guy went.
Why didn't he make it until he was in his 50s, though?
This guy went everywhere. I mean, that's how it's funny. Like when you reflect on comics who got really big. Like I vividly remember like being friendly with Ali Wong, like when we started out.
Oh,
you
sure.
need to do video game jokes. Those kids might
That's
be
what-
here
that's what we've
because they think
decided.
it's a
I
video
barely
game.
have it. Is that where I don't have it?
Jesus.
How do you not have one video game joke?
Of all people.
I know. That's all I do.
Just to be like, so Pokemon Go, am I right?
Do you want me to shout at you as Roberta from Frogger?
Yeah.
Because I'll sit in the audience and
Or
do
I'll
it.
just-
Guys, is this show like Call of Duty when you lose Wi-Fi or what?
Nice one.
That's
What?
good. That's a good one.
I gotta think. I don't know.
You want some hand sanitizer?
I'm good.
Why does he keep
Wow.
closing the door? Brian, I'm gonna throat punch you.
Seems
I
unnecessary.
also
You have
would
to
enjoy
jump to
that.
do that.
So many good suggestions in the last few minutes.
Was there any more hidden treasure?
You remind me so much of that woman from Baskets. What's her name?
Zach Galifianakis.
No.
I hear that.
No.
Louis Anderson.
Oh my God, I see it now.
What's her name? No, not Louis. No. The love. She's a
The
comic
one
from.
with the wrist.
She's a comic from Austin.
So in tonight. All right.
Tracy Lords? She's a comic from Austin. What's her name? Oh my God! Can we get her on the screen?
Yeah, remember she like the broken wrist in the first
Yes,
season?
you are clones.
Yeah.
It's like making me nuts here. What is her name?
She was gorgeous.
Let's look it up. Yeah. No, definitely.
I'm getting a lot of
I haven't made myself
Martha-
more work for
Martha
Kelly?
Martha Kelly.
Okay,
Martha
I
Kelly.
can see that.
Martha Kelly. God, you're like her
I
clone.
can see a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys are clones.
Yeah, I love that show. I watched.
Have you heard that before or no?
No.
Okay.
I just love Baskets.
I love
I
Baskets too.
apologize.
Yeah.
It takes you seriously. If you've never watched it, it takes you 10 minutes to watch Louis Anderson be a woman to forget that it's not.
Forget
he's not
that
a
it- yeah,
woman.
100%.
Like, he's so beautiful at it.
Yeah,
I
he
was
really is.
My tits are sweating.
Yeah.
So funny.
You know, it's funny. I work in corporate America, and like
I'm
3
sorry.
years. Yeah, I know, right? And like 4 years ago, at like a company kickoff, like we hired Louis Anderson, and obviously a really funny guy, and apparently like the nicest guy. But I was watching him on stage, and I'm like, this guy's gonna drop dead like any man. I mean, it was like.
But he's
it
been
was-
like that since '87.
I know.
Like,
But it
survey
was like-
says.
I couldn't enjoy it because he looked like he was like.
He did host a Family Feud, which means they do kill you eventually.
Yeah. It's true.
It's not just a curse. They just come to your house and they're
No.
like, you were on too many seasons.
They're like top 5 answers on the board.
Right.
You know, contrast him with a young, healthy guy like like a Joe Pontillo or something.
My
Who's up there
gosh.
just.
It's
who's up
what
there.
I always tell new comics when they ask for advice.
Don't
Keep
die.
grinding, stay young, and do everything. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Swallow and
reason.
stop talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And make video game theme flyers to trick people.
Yeah, 100%.
Tricking the people.
Library shows. Hospital shows. I used to
Wow.
perform at a cancer hospital.
I did that in Sloan Kettering.
You
I did that.
too?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
The guy who used to book it just died.
Oh!
What?
Of cancer that he got from the hospital. We're suing.
Walking
I don't know what happened.
Walking across the road, hit by a truck.
Is that where I first met you? I think that is where I first met you, probably. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, those were
And
fun
after a while,
shows.
I had to stop doing it.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I don't need the sad stage.
It's like this guy, do you know this guy Randy Epley? You know what we're talking
No.
about?
No.
Yes.
This guy Randy Epley, he's like kind of infamous in like I guess early comic circles. He ran this show at a hostel on the Upper West for like.
Where you could have died.
Let me interject though. When I first met Randy, his show was awesome.
I heard
He
that.
would pack it out.
I
then
heard that.
The Board of Health shut the hostel down.
Yes.
And they couldn't have as many people.
Yes.
Anymore. And like 2 people would show up. None of them would speak English.
Yes.
He'd be telling jokes about the Unabomber and all these
He
other
could've-
references
by the way, this
no
guy
one
could-
would get.
This guy could have been the Unabomber,
Yeah,
just to
dude.
give you an idea. Like he looked
He
like
did a
the-
short stint for holding on to all their passports.
I think he had fake dynamite.
Yeah.
And
Like-
he'd have all his jokes on like ripped up pieces of paper. And, that one didn't work. And it would just cover the floor. It
that's
looked like the freaking
fantastic.
Joker. after the show.
Yes, yes.
Minus the merciful killings.
He was one of these guys like in Manhattan who had like a sweetheart like rent control deal. He paid like $40 a month to live in like a place that should have been like $9,000. You know what I mean? Like,
which is why the gross hostel that got shut down by the Board of Health felt like home. Right?
Yes.
They shut it down just to get him out.
Yeah.
He went there to take showers.
Yeah. I could have ran. I ran a hostel show in Chelsea for a couple of years, and it was the same thing. We got screwed by the Board of Health crackdown in like 2013, 2014.
Everything in New York City is completely illegal.
Old folk home shows are fun too because I've done a couple of those.
Oh, really?
They're actually fun.
Where you're like literally like the people that are having fun are great, but I always zone in on the one lady who really wants to murder you, and, but she doesn't know where she is, and you're like, I'm gonna make that lady laugh.
Dude, good job, man. Good job. So does this thing go all night? How does it work?
We usually end around 9:30.
Okay.
Give or take. Depends on what's going on.
Want to go home.
Like if Joey Cola comes in, we're not gonna say, "Oh, Joe, we're done here."
Yeah, right.
Can we stay until that happens though? Because that'd be funny.
Absolutely.
To watch.
He probably will come in.
How many years has this gone on for?
Well, Sally and I have been running this station for a little over 4 years.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
been going
it's like
good?
100. It does. Yeah. Especially right now, right next to me.
What?
No, yeah, like 4.5 years.
my underwear showing?
Pull those up. Pull those up.
Are you guys all from the island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not big professional comedians like you guys.
Who drove here all the way from Astoria?
Yeah, right.
We're no Pontillos in here.
No one is.
So before we get to Matt Vita, who just walked in, I wanted to ask Dan, what is because you mentioned you did Hostel.
Yeah.
What is Glass Half Full comedy? What's that?
So I had this show at Gotham, and it was in the Vintage Lounge. I ran it with this guy. You know Alex Barnett? He's from Long Island. Yeah, he's from out here. Yeah. He's a lawyer during the day, and he has this show called he tours with other lawyers called Comedians at Law. So they've been doing that for a while.
I feel like they could have come up with a better name.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But so me and Alex, we ran that show for like 7 years, and but I don't know if it's going to reopen. It sucks with COVID. They stopped doing shows in the basement. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hope it comes back, but we'll see what happens. It's really
That's all I keep hearing though. Is that in the city they're still packing them in though? No.
So I'm in. It's so weird. I'm in outside sales during the day, so I travel to these office buildings in Manhattan, and it's just very bizarre. Midtown is completely.
No, I meant the comedy clubs.
But in general, I go to comedy clubs. Some are completely empty. Some are full.
Really?
Tourism is still. It's very up and down.
Your 8 o'clock show at your bigger clubs, whatever, they're still fine.
Yeah.
Right. Because people still want to laugh.
Yes.
Those are fine. But anything slightly outlying is just, including the 10 o'clock show at same club, it's just hit or miss.
It's very hit or miss. Yeah.
You used to be able to predict a little bit, it's raining really hard, or people are lazy, or whatever. You used to be able to
I run this show.
Right, it's me.
Sorry, guys.
You always take it personally.
Sorry, guys.
But but now it's just
right.
could be glorious, and you're just and nobody, cool.
It makes sense to me because they still haven't. On most Saturday nights, there's an early and a late show.
Yeah.
Which they haven't brought back yet, but it still kind of makes sense to me. But I would think the city, which is
But even Times Square, that used to be jammed with people, and that's a fraction of what it was.
No kidding.
Yeah, I feel like it is, yeah. Wow. I don't know why. It's very, maybe because, the waves and the people get, with the Omicron or whatever, and they get, but it's...
More people staying home and not going to
I don't know, I don't know. I think, and also Manhattan's really declined as a city. That's not really, that's not propaganda that I'm spreading. I feel like I see a lot more, a lot more... It's just, I don't know.
I feel like it'll come back.
Manhattan has fallen behind.
Yeah, my friends and I debate about this because my one friend's theory is no, the homeless amount is the same. There's just less people, so you notice the more homeless.
Yeah. Right.
Which could be true, but I feel like I still feel like there's just way more crazies than there were. I don't
just turn this into homeless bash? I'm for it. I just want to make sure.
No.
I have 100 things I could say about the fucking homeless.
No, I have no problem with the homeless, but it's just I don't know. I just
slick segue.
We call it residential challenge.
Listen, I'm not
house comedy. Let me tell you how comedy is.
Wow.
The fucking homeless.
All right, I gotta go. It got weird.
Right. Listen, I've been doing comedy.
I'm trying to get up.
Listen, I've been doing comedy since 2009 in New York. Most of my comedy friends are homeless, for the most part,
So I'm saying it sucks.
Right, but I just, Manhattan is, but my point is if you're, let's say, a Long Islander or you're coming in from Jersey or something, people are a little weary about Manhattan these days. I don't know. I've seen it, and I've seen it, and
I also think people who live in the city are just weird. Like it takes a lot. Like Brian's moving, I guess. So I was like, I guess I'll come to Levittown. Can I drive there? Will there be hot dogs? But like then, but like.
Wow, score.
Yeah. I'm winning tonight, kids. But like there are other nights where I'm like, a show in Chelsea. I mean, I get what time does it start? What time will it be over? Is there gonna be parking? Can I get a free drink? Like there has to be, like I'm fucking what an asshole. But like you know what I mean? Like it is. That's how I feel as a comedian. So as an audience member, I'd be like.
Right.
I don't know who's on the show. Could I watch them on TikTok instead?
Right.
Like in my house in my pajamas, drunk. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I feel like people are just. It's harder work.
Yeah.
To get people to come out now than it ever used to be.
100%. Yeah. For whatever reason, I'm not really sure why.
Like I'm pretty introverted, and when COVID hit, I was like, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it really, like I had nothing to complain about. I was like, really kind of excited about it. But now, like just to kind of gear it, I would go out. I would start going out now. Like now, I'm sick of being home. So if I'm sick of being home, I really think it's going to turn around.
It'll come back. They're like this. I feel like summer will bring
because I didn't think I'd ever say that.
We'll ride it into fall.
Wave.
Yeah.
Wave of homelessness.
I think
obviously.
Damn homeless. I just wanted to bring it back. I
I know.
I feel like you are the barometer. You are the barometer.
I'm the barometer because
right.
When it first hit, I was like, this is the greatest thing. I never want this to change.
Right.
Now, other than people getting sick.
No, the death part. The death part was
yeah.
the
death rate was higher amongst homeless people.
She didn't want them to be sick.
I wasn't happy
Dying's
with that.
okay.
That's fine.
Just I don't want people to be sick.
Thrilled
Just
not to
drop
have
dead.
to go anywhere. I was thrilled not to ever wear a bra. I was thrilled about like so many
super embrace
things.
that right there with you, sister.
Yeah, and
Dude, I've been
it
doing
was-
that
never
for
told you guys
47 years.
You know what's so
I've been doing that for 47 years,
Yeah.
not wearing a bra.
yeah.
you know what's so
You guys
crazy.
don't understand.
It works for me.
You don't understand.
You know what's so crazy? In the height of COVID, I'm from Miami originally. I drove all the way back to Miami. In the height of COVID, people dying and shit. The Miami Improv was the only comedy club in America that was open, and people were there, and it was kind of weird. It was kind of refreshing to see because like Florida,
like
just
nothing stops them.
nothing stops them, and it was like people were like blatant about it. It was just like F this. I'm not. I'm
making
doing
out with you when you walked in the door.
Yeah,
Spitting in
people
mouths.
just
No
did
nonsense.
not. People, but it was like again, not propaganda. I saw it myself. I took 95 South all the way down to Miami, and it was like 19. I'm never doing that drive again. But anyways, my point is
It's a
like,
long drive.
but yeah, like nobody cared down there, and it was just crazy when it first hit.
Right.
Crazy.
How nice must it be to be that dumb? Oh, I mean that adventurous.
Freedom.
Free.
Sorry, freedom.
But people down there were like, I mean, listen, I'm from Florida. It's a fine place, but people were like, it was like a badge of honor. They're like, fuck you. I'm doing whatever the hell I want. I don't know. It was, that's what people don't like being told what to do.
No.
Yeah.
People do not like being told what to do.
No.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Are you going to introduce Matt?
Yes, yes. Matt Vita. I have actor, musician, improv master, and producer.
Yes.
So
All true.
So you
All
can improv
true.
a song for us right now.
Yeah, I could.
Oh, could you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
About what? What do you?
He needs a place and a mode of transportation.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Place.
And your favorite type of insect.
Sing us a song about Brian McGinnis.
Oh, and ladybugs, just for the
Brian's moving.
He's
you know
moving.
that?
Right?
To
Yeah.
Raleigh.
McGinnis
He showed me
is leaving us.
the tour of his house. This
Oh,
Oh,
you
yeah.
must have fell asleep.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It was so funny. This it was like this country bumpkin realtor, with that thick accent.
Really?
And he's like,
The
yeah,
great room.
Yeah. He's like, here are your stairs. I'm walking up your stairs.
Oh,
Okay,
my
okay.
God.
Yeah.
Here's your fridge. Okay, things are cold.
The meth lab is right around the corner. I'm not going to go over there because they did just lay the concrete.
Oh my God.
Matt, maybe you could do that. I saw on Zillow. Zillow, that's the real estate.
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Love that
real estate
one.
person. But somebody
Zillow.
shared with me. Somebody had made the real estate agent had made a musical
Oh my
going from room to room. So it
God.
was like, "Welcome to the master bath." Right? So it was like a whole. But it was like 8 minutes long.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
I just found my pivot. Like,
So you're saying I
Oh
don't have
my
to be home.
God.
so I'm saying, like, what if
Fucking
what if
homeless.
you did that, but for like this area?
Oh my
What if that was
God.
you?
Yeah,
You were
let's
like
do
this, the
All right.
real estate
Yeah.
musical.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my God, I'll find it for you. It was
Please, yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Because there was
yeah.
Bidet, that's what they're called. There was a bidet.
Nice.
There was a whole verse about the
Yeah,
bidet,
yeah,
which I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
remember, but it was literally
Bidets
like,
are
We all
awesome.
have
there's a
them, man.
bidet,
Fuck the homeless.
there's a
Yeah.
bidet. Like, it was a really,
It'll
like,
make your day if you get a bidet.
totally, like, oh my God, you saw it. No, but it was that bad, but also that great.
Right.
Magical. It was magical. I feel
Life-changing.
like everyone
Well,
should.
and it's
take
going to be
a
magical
shot.
right now as Matt Vita goes into song.
And
I do like hip. So if someone want to give me a beat, I do like hip hop. I do everything.
Go ahead.
Do it.
Yeah.
Andy can do it.
Yeah. That's good. Hey, here is the house. Don't worry about that little blouse. That blouse, no, oh, that shit. It's shit, and its shit came from a mouse. But hey, want to get in this? I'm the real estate agent for Brian McGinnis. Oh! You want to win this? This is a contest. I want rest. Oh, yeah, you want rest bed. I want to get a little head. Hey.
Nice.
That was pretty good, man. In this and McGinnis. That was.
Yeah,
I
was
didn't see that
impressed.
coming.
See, I thought
Big
you were going to
props.
go down the leaving us.
Leaving us.
Is leaving us.
Leaving us.
Boy, do you get that Martha Kelly ever before or no? Did you ever hear that or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
We're stuck on that. We're going back.
Yeah,
We'll take it
no,
back.
All right.
No, I can.
It's a
I can
callback.
totally
It's what
do it.
comedians do.
I think
What
she's.
callback?
I think she's very beautiful. So I mean,
Aw.
okay.
We're going in
yeah,
reverse.
yeah,
She's
Like I
homeless
said about
now,
my mom.
yeah.
Do you have all your limbs?
Got on my limbs.
She only likes people that are missing limbs.
Shut up.
Okay. Okay.
Right legs.
Especially.
Has to be a
but-
right leg.
I mean,
It's a very specific limb.
whatever gets you
issue.
through the night. Maybe if they're missing
Right.
some fingers, but
Now, why is
The
that?
right
Because
leg
like
is-
you want to be like the guy's caretaker or something. You want to like take care of him, be like the nurse, like the hot
Yes,
nurse.
that's
parking-
it. That's
the
exactly
parking
it.
pass.
Yeah.
The parking pass.
that's why she does.
Yes.
Figured it out the other day.
Yeah, baseball
Christmas
games and
time. Yeah, Christmas time shopping.
Yeah, it's
and
big.
parking pass.
baseball games and
Yeah.
like
concerts.
half
That's the
off.
best
Yeah.
parking.
He's such an insufferable prick. But I got to go to the mall.
Do you guys ever get celebrity lookalikes? Like, who are your celebrity lookalikes? Anyone? Or?
I've gotten several over the years, and now with this current facial hair
Yeah,
configuration, I always got like John Travolta.
Ooh.
Mr. Carter, seriously, you're not
Yeah.
even believe this.
Okay.
I would get Jon Stewart for a while.
Okay.
there.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to think who else. Oh, I can make myself look like Annie Baldwin.
Oh wait, hold on. I just switched cameras. All right, go.
Okay, Annie Baldwin. Here you go. All right, ready?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
And I think Alec Baldwin is from the island, so that's
from
a full.
Massapequa.
That's
Yeah.
a
Speak
full.
where they live. Yeah.
That's a full reference, right? You know, going full
Oh,
circle
yeah.
on that. You know.
No,
That's what we do.
I
That's
feel like
the
the
service
Baldwins
we
are actually
provide.
from near Liverpool.
Yeah.
They're not from the island. They're from the Baldwins are from.
No, they're from Massapequa.
From
Oh,
Massapequa,
are they?
yeah.
But maybe they lived in because it
Maybe,
like
yeah.
it was
I
some-
think maybe
it was
they
some-
said Liverpool
I was gonna
one
say
time.
there's a Central New York town that claims them. So
Oh,
like,
really? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
They
and I'm-
graduated Massapequa High School.
Yeah.
I know
Oh,
that
so
much.
I mean, I'm from a town of lies apparently. So, but it's whole area just full of lies. No, swear to God, the
And
Queen
mud.
is from here. What? No, that's not true.
Okay.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it, Syracuse.
That's the worst
He
one.
gets Billy Joel all the time.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see
All the
that.
time. Yeah. all the time.
Also a Long Island guy. Bringing it back.
We're actually from the same town.
Okay. What ta-
Hicksville.
Was it
Hicksville.
a town known as Oyster Bay, Long Island?
Yes.
Hey, that was good.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I actually just opened for Billy Joel just last week.
Oh, really?
Yes, you did.
He did.
I had to do it. I gave a speech at a Hicksville High School.
Okay.
They were naming their auditorium after a music teacher that had retired.
Okay.
Same music teacher that Billy Joel had when he went there.
And he showed up?
He showed up.
Wow.
So I gave a speech, and then right after me, they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Joel." I was like, "I just
You
opened for- I'm gonna s-
absolutely opened
And he,
for
and, he,
Billy
and he
Joel.
played it. Wait, he played a song?
A little bit.
No, he just
He did, played a
He
little
was
ditty.
telling a story about the teacher, and he just gave an example on the piano. So that was it. He just really just gave a speech.
Still, what a nice guy to show up. I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely,
that's
yeah.
incredible.
I mean,
Also-
what's he doing, really? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, how busy is he? Gets a helicopter
the
flown
garden.
into the garden once in a while.
Also, Jackie the Joke Man, one of my heroes, is from the island, right?
Yeah, been in this room many times with us.
Yeah.
We've had lunch with him.
We've had lunch with him.
You guys
Okay.
way more than
We've
me.
been to his house. Yeah.
Okay,
I haven't been to
okay.
Jokeland yet.
I drove him to like another state once.
Yes, you
Where
did.
did I bring
We drove
him?
him. He was
Wow.
doing the. He was
Sallie
doing a
can be
gig in
convinced to do anything.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
He was doing a gig in Pennsylvania. You drove him.
I
It's
did.
just it's so amazing, like as you age, because like this other comic that I'm friends with, this guy Gabe Pacheco, who's like a real funny guy. Maybe you guys have met him. he was going out with this like real young girl for a while, and we both went and saw Jackie the Joke Man on Staten Island. And when we came back, we were talking to this girl that he's dating. I'm like, we just saw Jackie the Joke Man, and she's like, well, who? And I'm just like,
unfortunately,
I have a great one where we had done the show. My daughters were here.
Okay.
Oh right, yeah.
And like they're 8
little.
and 6 at the time, and
They barely know who you are.
right. and we haven't really proven.
yeah.
Still waiting for the fucking test to come back. But they're sitting on the couch, and they've had their fucking iPads and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Well, haven't been listening at all. But he's standing right here. Goes, girls, and they both are like, goes, are you gonna miss me? And the little one goes. I was like, that is so. You have no clue how awesome that is.
So great.
That someday you're going to be able to say, "Oh, Jackie the Joke Man."
Yeah,
I told him to go fuck himself. Basically,
I was 6.
in 6-year-old terms. That's
right. Didn't he build this club or so? I'm reading his book right now.
He was.
He came up with the idea.
Yeah, it was originally a regular club with music and whatnot, and they were going to the town was going to shut them down for noise issues.
Okay.
Jackie was the one who said, make it a comedy club.
Okay, really?
then he
It
was,
closes 10:30, not allowed.
And he was like the
loud.
first
Comedians
booker
are very
here,
quiet.
and he was the first booker
here.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Okay. Because I'm reading his book right now, and I think he's talking
Great
about
book.
that. Yeah. It is a great book.
I don't know what they did with it. He just recently gave them. He had a flyer.
Okay.
For the very first show here.
Okay.
He was in it.
He just saved it,
from
That's
1981. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's I got to tell you, going to his house, he has a detached garage which he's turned into a studio.
Okay.
And he records some bits and interviews whatever. But he has. It's amazing. It's like a museum. I mean, there's pictures of him with anybody you can think
so
of.
cool.
And he has on this one wall. It's just shelves of loose leaf,
Okay.
and computer paper, all the bits, whether they used it or not, on
Right.
Howard Stern, all the bits that he.
I would love to
wrote.
see that. I
It's
would love to
incredible.
see
and it's
that.
all in chronological order, and it's alphabetized and everything. And there's notes from Howard. This one's good, or change this.
Wow.
It's amazing, and
That's
it's
so cool.
Everything from when he first started in the early '80s till the end. What was it? 1999, I think he stopped, or 2000. Everything, and I mean, and there's emails from people, and again pictures, and there's so many. You could we just sit there for hours.
That's amazing. Wow. And this was recently you went there?
Yeah, I think the last time we
that
were at his
pre-COVID?
house was like a year ago, probably.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it started pre-COVID and then continued. After.
Okay.
But all the stuff that normally people would just toss. Like, that's
Right.
awesome that he,
Yes.
like, first of all, I keep all my papers.
Yeah.
But, like, then to display them and organize them, like, that's
yeah,
cool.
it's so awesome. He's a hoarder.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
exactly.
awesome. Yeah.
Sometimes they
really
make
cool.
shows about those people because
fucking
there's
awesome.
dead things underneath
Yeah.
them,
I have
but,
a friend of
it's
mine
nice.
who one of his jokes in his act is he goes, hoarders. I love watching hoarders, or I like to call them clutter sluts.
Clutter sluts!
Wow.
That's
Better.
awesome.
That's better.
That's a Billy.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the guy.
really?
It is
Yeah.
a good show to watch if you feel like you need to, like, maybe just dust, right? Like, you're like, it
I
does
love
inspire you a
watching
little
it.
bit to, like, move a
That's
little.
why I've never
Completely.
seen it.
That and the 600-pound life, like to start a diet.
Totally.
Yeah.
Although sometimes hoarders is good for diet too when they're like digging through some of that stuff and you're like, oh, that's a bathroom full of shit, literally.
Yeah.
'Cause
They're
no-
using their sink for other
Like
stuff.
it's actually made of shit.
Yeah, like it's.
If you actually wash all of the shit out of there, it is not a
Yeah,
bad
if you're
thing.
like, I maybe don't need to eat this candy bar. It's fine.
Baby Ruth?
Of course.
How did
Baby Ruth.
Let's get back. I feel
Matt.
bad. I feel like we haven't really talked to Matt. How'd it go in there?
Went okay. Yeah. I mean, it's
I
tough.
feel like we haven't talked to Matt. And we're not fucking gonna start now. How about that?
No, he can talk. I'm just not listening. So I almost knocked over his water.
Oh my god.
Are you done already? I'm done already. Oh, how'd it go?
Oh my god. We're done.
Oh
We
shoot!
can go home.
I missed your
finished
set.
early?
I was gonna come watch.
Give myself
Happens
a
to men
beat.
of your age.
It was fine.
Yeah. What did your niece and nephew in the front? They liked it.
What? Not my news and nephew. Yeah.
Did you do all of your arcade jokes for
No,
them?
I forgot.
God damn it.
I explained AOL to them for like 5 minutes.
Fair.
They were
They're-
dying.
I said you would run out of hours and you just wouldn't have internet anymore. They were just like,
Yeah, that's right. I remember.
So,
that.
so then you didn't hook up to the Wi-Fi?
no. As I'm explaining, I feel like this is so weird to even just explain nowadays.
Right.
I
it
mean,
is
the one
weird.
chick said she worked in a factory, so she's not that advanced.
Yeah.
Child labor.
Child labor's bad, baby.
Somebody
Yeah,
told her.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's soldering things. I don't know what kids do in
Tell you what
factories.
she's not. Homeless.
Hey.
I find that when you meet new people for the first time, a good way to bond is talking about old technology. Like just how things used to be.
Especially our ages.
Right,
Like kids,
right.
we used to have to dial.
The phone was attached to the wall.
Yeah, right.
To the wall.
Remember, you'd be like completely, like almost finished doing something, and then someone would call.
Yes.
And you're like, don't call me. Don't ever call me.
I've been downloading for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I just think it's such bullshit that they are never going to appreciate porn as much as we did. For how long you had to wait for just a picture to pop
Just
up.
that, yeah.
Forget about a video.
Yeah.
That's how edging started.
Yeah.
Our generation started edging.
Yeah.
What is edging? I should know what that is. Do I know what that is?
It kind of is what
Guys,
it
it's been
says
nice
it
not
is.
talking to you.
Coming in strong with the porn knowledge, though. So exciting.
That coming, yes.
He perked up. He perked up on that one. Yeah.
Oh, edging.
Edging.
I know.
What is edging?
Not that I do this, but
But I definitely watch a lot of videos of it.
But the lore around the campfire is it's like when you get yourself close.
The chicken bones are thrown.
Yeah. But then you know.
Okay.
Yeah, right. You do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh my God, it's ruined orgasms is kind of my life.
Yeah.
And what's the point? Just for shits and giggles, or what? Just
No, that usually costs extra and is a completely different thing. So.
Okay.
Is it like does it eventually turn into a sting tantric forever thing?
What's tantric?
Right? Isn't that my understanding? Like he just waits for hours and then.
I think so. It's a kink.
Similar.
It's
It's a lot like to just stare at
Edging.
a vagina.
I don't know any of the right words.
Go home,
myself.
Google. If you guys still have any hours on your CD.
I just remember, passing magazines.
I forgot about the CD.
That was my childhood. You had the one friend who had the brother who could buy something,
Yep.
and then you would take his stuff. You would trade like old vinyl or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I used to work at for Marriott, and without a doubt, like back in the day,
buying in the hotel.
If you lifted the mattress, there's always a magazine.
Okay.
And not anymore.
Not
because
anymore.
That I'm
everyone has
hearing
it on
this
their
I
now.
gotta go to Marriott.
I'm so angry.
Not
I'm so
anymore,
angry.
but without a doubt, like if I was staying in another Marriott, I'd be like, always.
Oh, that's funny.
That would be like
I
your
would love
trick.
to know how much did Marriott lose in revenue when you remember you could buy the movies,
Right.
the racy movies. I mean, they must have made billions on that over the
Well,
years.
I used to be a front office manager, and
I could see that.
You'd have to
one-
look at them as you call up their bill and see all
like
the
you
porn they
knew
watch.
what
You'd be like,
porn they
"Hey."
were watching, and I wasn't the one that had to do this, but this other manager, this man died. He had a heart attack and he died, and so the wife was like,
No.
what was the last movie?
No.
ever watched?"
Oh,
no.
And, like you see it all when you work for a hotel, you see it all,
See it
and you have
all.
to be really
Where was
quick.
this Marriott?
California.
Okay.
And he just totally lied and picked I don't know what movie he picked, but it was like a nice movie, and he
Beaches,
didn't say what
yeah,
it was.
yeah.
It was, it was actually
Hilarious
during that
movie.
time,
Hilarious.
so that would have
Underrated.
been actually a good guess because it was
Some
right
of
around that.
Some of Barbara Hershey's best comedic
Best
performance.
word. Hilarious, really. I had a roommate who used to early on who had a room when I first moved to New York who would order multiple stations worth of porn nightly, and the cable bill was in my name, so I'd be like, dude, come on. Our cable was like $700, and because he would order multiple, but he was always coked out and he would pass out. I don't know that anything actually happened. There was a lot of edging, I think, but he would certainly but I can't even tell that joke anymore because now it takes 25 minutes to explain.
Right.
Okay, so you used to be able to buy it on your TV,
Right,
and forget it.
I've been
That's
wanting
nuts.
to do write a set that is 100% jokes from 1991.
I would love
Amazing.
that. I would love
I'm in.
that.
And just act like just go up and just tell this is you guys see how President Bush vomited all over the Japanese
Amazing.
Prime Minister?
Right.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, man. A lot of these road hacks on the road now, that they have that. It's like the Johnny Carson impression they're still doing.
Really? Yeah.
It's amazing. These guys are still
Wacky,
around.
Wild stuff.
And that new Ricky Gervais special, he literally does callback jokes from his 2007 podcast that weren't his.
Oh,
so
wow.
Apparently, when you turn into a billionaire, you fucking hack it up. And I'm a
No
fan,
shit,
but I was
really?
furious
Wow,
watching it. I was like, how
Wow.
fucking lazy are you? That wasn't even yours. That was Merchant's. You lovely human person.
Okay.
Whatever you, yeah. I mean, it
I love
don't
everything
know-
else about you.
I don't know what it says about me that I know that.
Let
But I
me
was
finish. Nice guy, Ricky Gervais. Nice guy.
Yeah, sure. You're
really
Just in
nice
case
guy.
she's watching,
just
you
in case
covered
you're
it.
listening,
Yeah.
you seem lovely, but also maybe write it. That your notes were on the stage and you didn't realize you were. Okay, forget it.
It's funny.
I thought it was good, Ricky. Call me.
I'm sorry, who's talking? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm leaving. This has been this has been phenomenal. Thank you so
No, I
much.
feel like, I feel
anytime,
like we
man.
got to go buy Brian a drink. He's done. We got to buy him a
You
drink.
you came and did his farewell show. What do you got to buy him a drink for?
Fucking point. I got to go just yell
He's
at
not
him.
going to
is
be
this
paying
is
Long
farewell-
Island
this is
tax
farewell
money.
show.
Follow me on YouPorn.
Oh yeah, why don't we do that? Quick, before you guys go, tell us how we can find you, your socials and all, and websites.
I'm
whatever.
on Twitter, Daniel Enfield. Yeah, feel free to follow me. Yeah.
I'm mattvita.com or Big Dog
What?
NY1
Wow.
on the Instagrams.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
okay.
Follow for follow.
It's on
baby.
computers now.
Follow for follow. I like that.
Right here.
I'm at Jen Waring, 2 N's and just spell it real German like, and you'll find me.
2 N's, no R, though.
2 N's, no R's, but there's an H in there. So best of luck, listeners.
Well, thank you guys. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yes,
nice
yes,
meeting
yes.
you all.
Don't
Thank
be
you
a
for
stranger.
saving
We
this.
should do it again sometime.
Do you know what it would have
9:30 is
been
the
like for the
9:30
three of
is
us to just
we're
be
5
talking to
minutes
each
past
other?
the cutoff time. Is that all right? 9:30.
Yeah, we're good. We're still
Three of you would have just
Joey
been
in
staring
here
at the
anyways.
flyer. It would have been great.
Super fun. Have a great night, guys.
Bye,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
Thanks so much,
Take care.
guys. See you soon next.
Thank you.
Drive fast,
Good.
take
Guys, see you
chances.
soon.
Bye. Thank you.
It's fine.
So, all right. So, do you want to try and see if Joey will come in for a minute or not?
Oh, you meant for me to go get him.
That's what I was asking you.
Oh, I
Do
just
you
thought
wanna
if you
see-
thought
I
it
mean,
was
if
a
I had
good
my
idea.
leg, I'd
That's
be
what
right
the note
there.
said. Do you want to see if Joey will come in before we end? Like, do you want to go get him? Yeah, that was pretty much
You.
what I was-
You know I can't. I'm too introverted for that shit.
I hate when somebody asks something like, "Would you like to?" No, no,
I didn't
I
say
would
that.
like to as much as you would, because you're asking me to fucking do something you very well could do yourself.
But I didn't say that. I said, do you want to see if Joey will come in before
I know, but the way it came out was, "Would you like to?"
Well, just-
like
yeah.
verbally now. I'm not. I can't speak to the secret code you guys are writing.
There's no secret code to it. It's just, do you want to see
It looks
And
like
I
it.
didn't even
Those
get
sound
that.
like fucking hieroglyphs.
It's so secret that I didn't
apparently-
even understand.
Apparently, the pharaoh had 6 wives. I don't know, that's all I could make out from what Tony wrote. So you were, who knows what you thought?
Yeah, it was.
I could have
code for
totally
sex.
had sex with that guy. He was coming on.
Yeah, he was totally coming on.
I could have had him like that.
He kept going back to that girl on
Yeah,
baskets. Yeah.
yeah.
And he was like, she's very pretty.
Well, you never heard that before?
No. Oh yeah.
And then
that's what
like
he
20
said.
minutes later, you never heard that before?
Too bad you're not drinking anymore. You
Like,
could
you're
get him
not
to buy
good
you
at
drinks.
this.
Yeah. I could have had him like that.
But he has.
Just like that?
But he
Yeah,
has
probably.
limbs.
He looks like he goes like that.
Because I look like this.
All right, so.
It's the opposite of edging. Come!
I would think you would just edge so that it would be like more powerful and better
That's
afterwards,
generally
not to
speaking.
just stop
Yeah.
with blue
Yeah,
balls.
that-
I'm not speaking for you.
No,
people,
they
but that's what I
don't.
would
Edging
do
is they don't.
If I had balls.
They will back off and then go back to it.
Yes, then at the end it's better
Huge.
than if
Yes.
you just did it
All right,
immediately.
So do you want to see? So
I'm stalling
kill
so it
two
doesn't
birds.
make me go ask.
You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You can ask while you're out there. You can get a date and ask Joey to come in here.
I don't know why he's so obsessed with killing birds.
Me either.
Because we have like
this is
8
like where
bird
you live.
baths
Because
in the
birds
backyard.
poo on his truck all the time.
Yeah.
That I feed.
It's actually that's been me. I'm sorry.
I knew it smelled familiar. Son of a
It
bitch.
was like blue and green.
This smells like spinach and feta. Because I'm racist.
All right, so you want me to go ask him?
I hate asking people.
All right. All right, I'll be right back.
I hate it.
Hate's a strong word.
I hate it. I hate asking people to do anything.
I'm not a fan.
I'd
of
rather
doing
just
it.
do it myself.
So that's why I'm on all the medication.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Who sat here? Enfield? Your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's sweat stains on the couch and garbage.
That's he was jerking to me over there.
Oh,
That's what that is.
He was edging himself under his pants. Nice.
Tony just farted. twice.
Again. That you know what? That one though.
He's a loud farter.
That one actually helped him get going. That second one.
Propelled.
Yeah, I
him
don't
down
think
the
he was gonna.
hallway.
I don't think he was gonna make it until he farted.
Right.
Billy said he was gonna call me when he was done with his
I
show.
love Billy.
I do too. We had the funnest fucking time last night after the show.
Oh yeah, good.
And it was like we stayed so long. that we were like, I said to him, I'm never sending one of my kids to St. Joe's because we haven't seen a security fucking car.
Oh, yeah.
Yet.
Right.
And here we are, two degenerates who look like us in this
that
parking lot.
They're letting stay there.
Billy's like, I didn't see any cameras.
I love your Billy impression. So Tim Gage is going out to ask Joey if he'll come in.
Oh, wow.
How do you like that?
You are a lazy motherfucker.
No,
Go out where? Where is he?
Come on, lean into it. It's amazing.
God's honest
really
truth.
good
I
at
walked
it.
into the green room.
Really good at it.
And I swear to God, Tim's just sitting there with on the couch. I go, you all right? He goes, yeah, I'm just sitting here by myself. I'm like, oh, okay. Right. He goes, well, you done in there? And I said, well, actually, I was looking for Joey, see if he'd come in real quick, before the night's up. He goes, no, I'll go ask him. I go, Tim, I'm not asking. He goes, no, it's cool, I'll go ask him. I was like, okay.
That's so nice.
I came back in here.
I would rather drive like 2 hours, pick something up for you, bring it back, than walk in there and ask Joey Cola to come in.
You know what? I would say the same thing. Like,
I would rather dig a ditch with worms
you
and a
lost me.
bird pooing on my head
Nah, it sounds
than
like
go and
fucking-
ask someone to come into a room.
Sounds like work.
I hate it.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
No,
that.
I'm
bad
not a
for
fan
me.
either. Call? I can't say
I
calling
can't
someone.
stand
Here he
calling.
is.
Yay!
No, none of the apologize. Yeah, we're on.
Mr.
How'd it go?
It went great.
Yeah?
Nice.
It went great, and I played this George Carlin thing for the audience, and I did.
Oh, did you play it for the audience?
Yeah, I'm in deep
cool,
trouble,
cool.
man. I'm in deep trouble.
With who?
My daughter and my wife are here.
Yeah,
I got
that was-
emotional.
I
at the
thought you
end.
were just trying to get laid.
No, at the end of the show, I got emotional. I've never do this because I know she hates it. But I said, I had like a moment with the audience.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. It
I
was
came
very- it
out
was
of
great.
my stand-up self, and I just shared my appreciation for them being here.
Oh, wow.
And I
That's sweet.
told them who I am, and I played the Carlin thing, and because Helene Witt was in the audience, and I said, there's nothing more flattering
here.
than another comedian coming to see you. There's nothing. I don't care. So I had Helene Witt there, who's a young comic,
Yeah.
who's just, and then I played the tape of Carlin saying he was a fan of mine. And I said, listen, you guys laugh hard a lot of what I do, and I know I talk about my wife a lot, and my family, but I want you to know that I wouldn't be anything without them, and they're right over there, and my wife and my daughter, and my wife's like,
You motherfucker.
yeah, and
They don't have any cash on them, though, folks.
Yeah, and so I go, she's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me. So right after she goes, why did you? I said, I've never done that. Like never done that with you in the audience, and I do my wife character, and it's not really you,
Right.
But I'm proud that you're here with me. I'm proud, and I want to tell the audience that I love you. I just don't want to talk bad. I mean, certain comics talk about their wives and their husbands and stuff in a derogatory
Right.
way. I wanted to give credit, So,
And what do you
And
think?
I'm afraid to go
lovely.
home. That's
She's
why
so
kind of why I'm
nice.
back here on this show right now. They're out there. They're going to go to the diner. My wife and my daughter. And they
And
said,
big
we got
bitch.
a
You're not
separate car.
invited.
We'll meet you home.
No.
I'm like,
Oh.
shit, I'm in deep trouble.
What made you?
No.
What do you think? Because they go to a
I
lot
know
of your
what made-
shows. So
I-
what-
because
I think-
I'm
no, because he had that young couple up front, and he goes, "This is what you look at when you're old. You're looking for somebody that can take you to the emergency room and knows all your prescriptions."
Knows the day.
It's
Yeah, I
day
got-
you were
fucking hilarious.
born.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I go, when you're young like you're looking to get laid. You're looking
Yeah.
to see what you can do.
Nah, I just
this
wanna
and
make
that.
sure I get
I
the-
said, when you get to a certain age, you just want someone that can take you to the emergency room, know your medications, and how much of it you're on. That's it.
The
That's it.
signs of a stroke.
Yeah, exactly. I did the Bell's palsy stuff.
Yeah,
I
you
did-
did some really
I
good
guess
stuff
I did
there,
an hour
man.
and 15 minutes.
Yeah, you
or
were up
something
there
like
for a
that.
while.
Wow,
It
very
really
I did
nice.
a bunch of new stuff, and I had a great audience to work off of that were really cool and going with it. You know what I mean? They were really going with it.
But can you say you've? When was the last time you've had a bad audience? I mean, really, it seems like we've seen you millions of times.
My last time was this evening. I didn't think they were that great for me, but they were good.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
mentioned that before. Yeah, I was surprised.
wasn't gonna
I'm
say
surprised that either one of you to hear that, because you would think,
I don't think you had a bad show at all.
No, but I mean, it was, like I said, they were ordering, they were doing food, like you just not getting
I
the
mean, I
response
had them
you
right
want.
in front doing
Yeah.
dishes and desserts and all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, that's part of that. When you work in the city a lot, you
Oh,
get
yeah,
the check
so-
spot.
yeah.
I did 1 million check spots at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning at every club in New York, and you build up a callus to that. Whether it's Caroline's or it's a small room like
Because they're pretty good about it compared to like other places,
Yeah, they don't dump the checks till it's
They've all
over.
worked here for a really long time.
Yeah, and they do it in a way that's
Less
that's
intrusive.
Less intrusive. That's
What
the
did you
word
call
I'm
it? Tech spots?
Check
Check
spots.
spots.
Check spots.
He's got Bell's palsy. Give the guy a
I
break.
got Bell's palsy.
They're
I got
removing
Bell's
his
palsy.
other ear.
Lost a leg, lose an ear. You know, it's all falling
So I was
off,
just
yeah.
selling some merch. I got my my brother-in-law's in an F&A hole T-shirts, and then
Oh,
the women
nice.
were like, "Why are you only with men?" So I got my sister-in-law's in F&A hole. Now.
That sells more than the brother-in-law.
What's that?
Really
That sells
progressive.
more than the brother-in-law.
It does, yeah. Apparently, sister-in-laws don't like each other, and it's and they're willing to pay more money to get that message across at the family barbecue.
It's a good idea.
You know,
Getting
they
some
can blame
merch.
it on me. They put because my name's underneath it. It says Joey Cola. You know, so
I'm just agreeing with what he said.
that's all.
I
You know?
had to put his kids through school. He needed the money, and I just bought the shirt. That's
Exactly, exactly.
Who's out there selling it?
I was just.
Oh, you were doing it yourself?
Already. The
Yeah.
audience left. Yeah,
Oh.
we did some nice. I mean, Dom was supposed to come in and he canceled. So I only found out about this a couple days ago. We put it up and we did 150, 180 people, or
yeah.
whatever it is. There was
That's
last
very nice.
minute. That's not bad.
Absolutely.
In the summer, because during the summer, comedy kind of dies down a little bit. You know.
Everybody's barbecuing and doing all that.
And then there
stuff
was one
inside.
guy in the audience who's like, "Oh man, this is a dying art. I want to buy you a shirt." And we love comedians. And it's the first time he brought his girlfriend to the club. And I said, "It's not a dying art. There's just a lot more people dumping into it and watering it down."
Yes.
Like I did a whole bit tonight. Did you hear me go off on the TikTok people?
No, because I was doing radio.
Oh, you were doing yes. I went off on.
You can throw the air quotes.
What would you
off
say?
on the TikTok comedians. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
And you want to say they call themselves comedians, but they just, hey, you're from the TikTok thing. They don't have an act. They never came up through the ranks. They never put their years in of writing and bleeding and whatever you got to do to get to a certain level. And then they just, they're on TikTok for 10 seconds, and the people are like, I want to go see him in person. It's like the Grapefruit channel, like I told you about.
Yeah.
You can take a grapefruit, put it on a chair, and shoot it 24/7. And then if you put that grapefruit at Governor's on a Tuesday night, people will come out and see the grapefruit. Because why? Because that's the grapefruit from the Grapefruit channel, and they want to see it, touch it. So
And then like I said before too, I understand that, especially from the club's point of view. But the come on.
it's my daughter. You gonna go to the diner?
Oh, all right.
Oh,
We
they're
won't
they're
keep
waiting
you.
for you.
All
Yeah. By all
All
means,
right.
please.
Well, yeah, we won't keep you.
You know what? I love you guys,
Right back at you, man.
but I need eggs.
Yeah.
Diner eggs.
I don't love you enough to avoid eggs.
All right.
I came to listen.
I'm gonna go. I'm tired now anyway. I love you. I love you. Bye, Sally.
Bye, Joey. It was great seeing you.
I'm gonna get going.
So, guys, always a pleasure.
Thank you for holding the show for me. I'll be on again soon. We'll talk.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll do the 11 o'clock show.
No, that'd be
All
great.
right.
That'd be great. Just,
All right.
The 11 o'clock show.
So we're gonna talk loud so that nobody can hear what they're talking about.
I know. I just had to get him off camera.
So it's just me now.
So sing, because I can't.
Well, I'll do my act.
Okay.
What did the leper say to the prostitute? He said, keep the tip.
Next week I'm home all week, so all right, we'll talk. All right?
Okay. Yeah, I think it's towards the end of the month.
Why do sumo wrestlers shave their legs?
Thank you,
Tim,
guys.
thanks. Thanks, buddy.
Bye, guys.
So you could tell them apart from the feminists.
Oh, my God.
All right. Yeah. So that was. We had to cut him short, but he wanted to
that's
get his
great.
eggs.
Oh,
yeah.
that's another fucking short joke? What the fuck?
Oh,
He's
Sally's
a
used
great
to it.
guy.
Sally's used to it.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I thought you were
And,
ripping
well,
into
and plus,
Joey.
I don't want to interrupt Sally getting her boyfriend out there. We gotta.
Yeah.
I had
That guy's
him.
got weird corners of his eyes.
I had him.
The guy sweat all over the couch, man.
I think he left like
And he left
garbage
trash there.
He
Yeah.
left trash
on your couch
that
that,
I
you
built.
These
These
city comedians look down on us Long
Yeah.
Islanders. We dump our trash
They
on
just
their
come
sweaty
out,
couches.
sweat on things, throw their fucking
Sweat
what's
balls.
that? Gum wrappers,
tampons. All right, so
We're out of here.
yeah,
Bye,
we're out.
everyone.
Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Yes.
We will see you Monday at 11. Sally and I will be here Monday at 11.
I'm not going to be here next Friday.
You son of a bitch,
Yeah.
cocksucking motherfucker.
Bring it. No, it's Daphne's
What are you doing?
has a concert, and then they have the family picnic afterwards.
What time is the concert?
Oh, leave him
10.
alone. Leave him alone.
What?
Oh, I thought you were gonna try to make him come in.
No, I was gonna say let's Zoom. That's what I was gonna say. Zoom from the concert.
I'm for it.
Yeah, but it's at 10. You said it will still be going on at
Let
11.
him enjoy his daughter's concert.
All right. Okay. You're right. You're right.
Let me enjoy my daughter. Have you ever been? I
Yes,
heard you
I've
guys
been through it
talking
all.
about.
Is it third grade?
Yeah.
Oh, the recorder concert.
No.
That's the recorder.
No, it's not a
concert.
recorder. She's playing the violin.
Oh.
We just saw Charlotte's Friday.
Well, Charlotte's really good.
Yeah, she was sitting
No, she
first
is.
chair, cello.
Ooh.
She plays cello
Yeah.
in the orchestra.
Yeah.
Piano, obviously,
Right.
separately. But she and I can't hear. I don't know. But Becca turns to me because Becca is like classically trained. Her dad was
Right.
an opera singer and all this.
Right.
And she's like, Charlotte just carried the whole fucking section.
Right.
I'm like, really?
Yeah, she's really good.
I'm like, oh,
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So enjoy.
all right, you can be her fucking dad then. But look at unload these fucking kids. Are we
That
still
was a
on?
compliment.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, we're still on.
I mean, I love my kids. Why'd you do that to me? I fucking love you, Charlotte. You're beautiful and
Enjoy the rest of your
Talented.
weekend. And Sally and I will see you Monday, and then Andy will see you next week. Sons of bitches. All right. Enjoy
Bye.
the rest of your weekend. We'll see you Monday at 11.
Bye. Bye.
Peace.